Now we're clear that the wizard dies first. First rule of combat.
Let's try not to kill these people that are meant to help us in the future.
I think there's a good chance that if we kill them, we become them.
So I'm curious what I may have said or done that would have given you that impression.
That's why she was referred to as a man in history.
True.
Guys, these are
Well, your
Tira's
excerpt from the
heroes.
Wizard
We
is
are not
subject-
killing them.
I read a book once. This is how it always happens.
It's not enough to read once. It's not enough. You have to read more than once.
What book was that?
It was an article in Cosmo, right next to the prostate.
That's exactly where you put your books, usually, right?
Yeah.
So, last time, would someone like to do the recap?
Oh boy. Let's see what I have.
Is there a reward for doing the recap, or just kudos?
No, you can have DM inspiration.
Can you tell me where that we started?
You started after a long rest in the control chamber with Ulrich.
The control chamber with Ulrich.
We went to set the gears, the things.
We navigated through the place, only taking one of the floaty teleport tubes as we continued to suss out the rest of these rooms that held these various chains, and they were like steering wheels, like ship wheels, right?
Yeah.
Thankfully, Austin's wonderful Leona was able to handle most of those with some help from Pontouf. We fought a few of the dragonkin along the way. Nothing we couldn't handle. Found the remains of an old library. Most of the session was just exploring all the parts of the map and filling out the corners. When we finally had succeeded and everything had been locked into place, we arrived at a room adjacent to some massive power source that we were not supposed to get close to. From there, we came into this Salvador Dali perspective piece where the stairs were going up the walls and down the ceiling. We saw in the center an image, a magical image of what must have been the past or the future, but probably the past, where a to-be-revealed legendary warrior was fighting off two more of these dragonkin. And when she saw us, she guided us to the proper stairs to reach her current place and time. So we got there, we made friends. She totally did not the strange transport room. That's, how could I forget the name? When we got there, or when we met her in her current time, she was very cordial. She did not really need any help, but she thanked us for it anyways, I think. And she offered to help us meet her friends in the library. That's where everything went pretty well up to that point. Nobody reacted poorly to Quiet the Undead Minotaur or to any sort of magic or douchebaggery that the party might have brought with them.
Douchebaggery?
Yeah, well, Elric's not the nicest guy.
Okay.
But when we were in there and talking to him and everyone started asking questions and picking out their favorite hero, it came to be an issue when, as sort of a wizard dick measuring contest, I forget his name. Jacob pulled out a book with the intent of hopefully impressing and piquing the curiosity of this master wizard. And when he set it on the table, she reacted to it. Her reaction caused everyone else to react, and now we're at a standoff. A Valdavian standoff.
Just before that, Jacob also completed his deal with Dissipator.
Mhm.
That's right. He did mention what must have been a challenge and pass to be identified as one of her order.
Excellent.
Good job, Jacob.
You did it.
One more thing that may become important. Ulrich gave you all. He cast something on you that is akin to the spell Rari's telepathic bond. So, for the next 24 hours, the members of the party can all communicate with one another telepathically, like group chat. You can give it to somebody else if you feel the need.
Who doesn't have inspiration?
I do not.
Now you do.
Yay! Thank you.
Ja.
Let's see if there was anything else. Oh yeah. So in the downtime, I had you guys roll history checks, and then gave you the opportunity to roll different skill checks based on who it is you were trying to sort of evaluate among this party. And the history checks were for you to remember, the legends about this group of historic heroes. And the skill checks were for what it was you could see the reality of these heroes right now. I'm not going to read it back out, but what I would like to do is to have you guys talk about how your characters feel between what they knew Zoom time.
Bless you.
I thought I had it on push to talk. I apologize.
I thought you were a cat. That was a cat sneeze.
It's very quiet,
That's all right.
considering.
I'd like you guys to talk about how your characters are trying to reconcile what they see with what they thought was the case, based on what they learned from story and legend and books and plays and that sort of thing. And Trent, because were you here? You weren't here for that. That's right. Because
I was not here for what?
to meet this group of legendary adventurers last time.
No, I was not.
Okay, so across you see on the page now the 5 large icons.
I do. They are all very good looking.
They are drastically good looking, embarrassingly good looking. Okay, so at the top is Peltar the Wise, who, when she was introduced by Jane Dare to the group, corrected her and asked to be called Andrea. Below her is Jane Dare, for whom Port Dare was named. To the left of Jane is Nimbleton. To the right of Jane is Valisneria, and below Jane is Coborth. Coborth is a dwarf. Valisneria is a wood elf. Everyone else seems to be human.
Yeah, I did read your
Okay.
the post and got on everything. That was good to get a reminder. So what do we think, guys? Sex change or just history being sexist?
The latter.
I plan to ask.
That'd be really weird for someone to like, hey, by the way, do you know that later on
You might
you're gonna
be,
be
dude.
a man?
You planning that, or
Did you like the name Pellar? That's all I'm asking. Is that a
probably not,
fan?
considering she's asking to be called Andrea.
I am more curious than I am concerned about being tactful.
Tira was super impressed meeting them because they were her heroes, and it's quickly becoming apparent that you should never meet your heroes. Not that they're disappointing, but they're just not exactly what the stories made them out to be yet. But it could be because they're still, not quite the heroes they're going to become. It also feels like there's a lot that has just been changed through time. She's still very hopeful that we can get along, though. Because these guys are cool, and we have to be cool too, so everybody be cool. Yeah.
Okay. What about
On the contrary, Leona is having the thought that Coborth is exactly like she had heard. Exactly the same. On the
you
other
got
hand,
the good one.
Nimbleton does not seem to be, as he's regarded, a servant of everyone else. He seems on par with them. Seems strange.
He's very, very, very quiet. Which is a little meh.
Is that,
I was talking
is
to
that
him.
not supposed to go then?
No, yeah, go ahead. I'm not asking you guys to take turns. Discuss. Or I will call on you. I mean, if there's.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I think that was. Also, I don't know what Peltar's problem is, but she obviously has a problem.
I am more curious about the information that is lost between their great deeds. Like, their legends have obviously passed down, but they look antsy. They look like they're waiting for something. One guy looks ready to fight. And I don't think it's like a big call to heroism. I think it looks like he's expecting something very specific. And I want to know what. And this place obviously has a specific meaning to them. And sure, their legend is cool, but I want to know, why are they here right now?
Okay.
I'll screen Peltar in the library bonus.
So,
I don't know. That shit's weird.
Austin is going robot for me. Am I?
No,
His
I also
connection
have
is terrible.
robot.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so
Is it better?
It's better. When we left off, Jacob had said to Peltar, he was talking with her, you were all in the library in this strange temple, and a couple of you were talking with Nimbleton and Coborth down at one end. Elric was talking with Valisneria. Jacob takes out the Library Evonis, his spell book, this strange book that sometimes when he opens it, there are pages that were never there before that have strange symbols on them. It's a book that, if he were to leave it behind, would appear in his pack. It is bizarre, and he came to it through strange means. It also is a source of great pride for him and power. It's the source of his ability to help all of you. And he took the book out to show Peltar. After she had shown him something interesting about the library you're in, and that was her taking one of the books and throwing it out of the door of the library, and the book instantly disappearing and reshelving itself. He takes out his spell book and shows her. She immediately turns pale with fear, stands up, does something that Elric sees is a very efficient and different kind of magic than he's used to. Most of the rest of you don't even recognize it as magic. It looks just like an unconscious gesture. She took a step back and remarked to her friends, just in a gesture of fear. That is where we left off. At the same time, Peric had stayed behind with the other halfling Ulrich in the different time in the future to care for Ulrich, who is a bit injured. And we are going to pick up with them.
Suspense.
Uh-oh.
you have been watching your friends. There was one incident with your friends when they encountered some of these hollow who had infiltrated this temple as well. And you had to leave Ulrich to go help your friends, but then you returned to him. And the two of you have been watching as best you can through this control sphere. Your friends adjusting the winches that change the focus crystals to adjust the central room. And then you saw your friends step through this, climb up this ladder in the central room and then disappear. Ulrich explained to you that they had gone back in time, and you knew this was the plan. This is not a surprise. But when they do, he guides you through a quick survey of the rest of the temple in this time. And you both see that it looks clear. You don't see any more of the hollow at the moment. And he suggests that you try and join your friends, that they would probably need your help if any of you are to get out and if he's to get better.
And you'll be all right, son?
I'll just barricade the door. You, when you get back, just knock that secret halfling knock, and I'll be here.
Oh, of course. Yeah. How will we... I mean, so there in the past, we can just turn around and come back and get you? I mean, again, I don't want to leave you all here all alone.
So, you missed this last week, but in the past, they are going to have to find the temporal spatial coordinates to come back.
Oh, I see. Come back and visit. We'll be able to find him in the past.
He hopes.
Okay. Because he, for some reason, is stuck here, and he can't just leave like we're leaving.
He's bound. He's sort of bonded with the temple.
Have I already asked him, like, why all the halflings are dead, or any other questions, and he just said he can't answer?
No. You're welcome to talk to him before you do anything else.
Okay. Can I ask him, like, I gotta ask, what do you know about what happens to our people? Anything? I mean, you've seen quite a lot, I assume.
He says, I've lived my entire life on the run. All of us have. Since I can remember, we've just been hunted, and none of us really know why. There's bounties out. If we're seen, we're taken, and we don't know where.
Now, who takes up these bounties? I mean, is it like just any random mercenary, or is it a specific group of people? I mean,
anyone. They capture us and they turn us over to the armies from the Darklands.
so obviously you're not in the Darklands, but these bounties can't be legal wherever you go otherwise, right?
But they're money, and a lot of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm surprised you can't be out in public or otherwise, staying safe where everyone knows where you are. I don't know. Seems a little bit,
At first, yes, people tried to keep us safe, but then the armies would just invade countries that didn't hand over their halflings.
Well, don't we feel special?
Not really.
The gods do nothing?
What gods?
All the gods that are roaming around, ruling kingdoms and helping out and do other things.
They fear the Darklands. And he seems a little hesitant to say a name. And then he sort of leans close and whispers it to you. They fear the Witchlight.
The witch light?
I don't know what it is. It's something that's whispered. Yes, correct. One word. It's a compound word.
Gods fear this witch light, huh?
Everyone.
That's
does.
that's a little disconcerting. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit stunned by this whole thing. Finding out your people are gonna get wiped off the face of the plains, that's a little bit scary.
But if you and your friends can make it back, maybe you can stop all this.
Stop the thing that's gonna put fear of gods into gods, huh?
See,
Sure, yeah.
see,
I'm cut out for that.
you're all out of time. You weren't part of it the first time around, so you're able to change things. You see?
Sure. You know, it's like picking up a rock and throwing it into a river. Right, change plenty of things.
No, not at all like that.
I was being a little bit sarcastic. My apologies. Again, a little bit out of sorts. Not my usual self. Well, I'm sure we can do everything we need. All right. Any last hints, recommendations, anything we should know before we get going?
Honestly, I don't know. Be careful.
Oh, I will. I don't know if I'll ever be this reckless again. Anyway, well, I suppose I'd say you should have a nice day, but if we're gonna be going back in time and fix things so you never end up here, you probably won't ever remember this conversation, right?
No, you have to come back here, and then I'll send you back to your time.
All right, now I'm just confused.
It's okay. Time is very confusing. It works in 6 dimensions.
Ah,
There's lots of math. Go find your friends.
yeah, I'm more of a 4-dimension person at most. Anyway, I'm gonna go get him.
And so you sort of followed the way your friends went, and he gives you directions. You find your way down to the 2nd floor. You had been on the 3rd. And to this strange room where there's staircases that lead from the walls and the ceiling, and weird doors in different orientations. All of them have a strange blue glow, except for the one you came through and one other one. But you saw all of your friends climb up a ladder first, and then disappear.
Damn 6 dimensions. All right, I'll head off to the one where they disappeared to.
Do you go up the ladder first, or do you just go towards the door that you?
I saw everyone else the way they took, right?
Yeah, they went up the ladder.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do whatever they did, follow in their steps.
So you go and you climb up the ladder, and when you reach the top of the ladder, you see there's another ladder down. I would like you to make a perception check. Okay.
That is a solid 7.
That is very good. Okay. So you, as you climb down the ladder, you do notice that the temple had been dusty and full of cobwebs, and everything had been rotten, and the furniture had been all broken. When you get down this ladder, everything is clean. There are no cobwebs. But you do notice it's very hot. And you're used to the heat of the forge, being a forge cleric. You're resistant to high temperatures, but it's hot for you. You find yourself sweating, and you don't sweat.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Been
then,
quite a while. I need to work on my cardio.
Then you hear a voice, and that voice says, "It's just adorable, Father. Can I keep it?" And,
That doesn't sound like any of my party, right?
and we're gonna cut back to the party now.
You went up the wrong way.
That's what you get for not being here and splitting the party.
Exactly.
Actually, make a wisdom save for me.
Oh, damn. I was just kidding, but Brian's not full pulling any punches.
Oh, that's very, very good. Okay.
Who did I recognize the voice?
You've never heard this voice before.
Okay, good.
But you're going to hear it a lot more from now on.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be your only friend, actually.
It's Victoria.
Oh,
It is not
hello.
So,
His depths of evil do not go that deep.
no, I couldn't be that evil. So the rest of you, Peltar has just pulled back. She is gesturing at the book. What I would like to do now is have all of you roll initiative. We are going to do a skill challenge.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
With fireballs? Or...
Fireballs. We're not fireballing anybody.
Why not?
Because these guys are cool. My instructions were be cool.
I told these guys you were cool.
Yeah.
Am I in on this or no?
You are not. So it is. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay. Wow.
Should Pantoufle roll as well?
No.
Probably not. Although he could, make puppy eyes.
Okay. So the way this is going to work is you can each make an attempt to persuade either Peltar or one of the other members of the Black Osprey over to your side. Your side being that you guys are not horrible, evil necromancers here to hurt and destroy them. Basically, try and diffuse the situation. I'd like for you to describe to me sort of the tack you're taking, and then we'll pick a skill that goes with it. So
Sounds fair.
Okay. So Jacob pulls out this book and sets it on the table, and she reacts to it in a way that suggests that she is physically threatened by it.
Yes, and also familiar with it. She recognizes the book.
And I don't.
Correct.
I just see her reacting like he pulled a spider out of his backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to connect the dots between the two. Fuck. I would like to I guess I want to look equally surprised and threatened by it and sort of like backpedal away from the party. So that it looks like I am clearly not an aggressor because I also am surprised by it. So that they'll see one less threat in the room.
Okay. Are you actually surprised by it?
I don't know what it is. It's a book.
Okay.
She's threatened by dead trees.
Roll. Make a performance check for me.
Hey, I have proficiency in that.
What?
Yeah, I'm a blade singer. It's not good because my charisma is 8. Got a 9.
So we are trying to get 3 successes before we get 2 failures.
No
One
pressure.
failure. So what you mean is 3 successes before 1 failure.
That is now what I mean. Yes.
Okay. It's all right. I got this.
And when that is done, then Jacob is going to make his speech. What you guys are doing is setting Jacob's DC.
Okay.
So, Tira.
Okay. Well, seeing everybody starting to freak out a bit and recoiling and tension escalating, I want to Tira will just, raise her hands a bit like Owen in Jurassic World with the raptors, just trying to appease the people. And just, all right, I'm not sure what happened, but everybody stay calm. This is just a book. We're in the library. Jacob means no harm. Well, however offensive this may have seemed, we can just talk about this.
Okay. Yeah, roll persuasion for me.
Okay. I have a thing, though, which I believe I have never used.
What is your thing?
The charm of etiquette.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
So that's 1 success.
Told you I got this.
Okay. Leona.
Brian, this is a real long shot.
I like it.
Can I ask Skelmar how to convince Coborth to not do this?
Yes, you can. Make a history check. You are so good. So that is another success.
Nice.
Okay. And Skelmar will tell you, this is not going to have an impact on what is happening immediately, but Skelmar will tell you, yes, just kick his chair out from under him and tell him to get off his ass and get these people to stop arguing. He's got better things to do right now.
Fantastic. If it makes it back to my turn, I'm doing that.
Okay. Elric.
It's all up to you now, man. Don't fuck this up.
The problem is Elric super doesn't care.
You're the new guy. Try to impress us, new guy.
Remember, you can all talk to each other telepathically.
So
I tell Elric to do that.
I ignore him because he doesn't know what he's talking, or she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Okay.
See, this is not the way to win points.
I don't know you. All I know is you guys summon the dead and threaten legendary wizards.
That's fine. You're not strong enough to kick a chair out from under a dwarf. That's fine.
Obviously not. He's obviously just
You're
a
antagonizing
whimsy
Tony,
wizard.
not Elric. So
That's
fuck you
accurate.
guys out of character. In character, I need to pull this out of thin air. And I don't think calligraphy is going to do it.
So,
How about,
by the way, remember you can target different members of the Osprey.
that's what I'm working on. So does one of them have a particularly religious history to them?
So you know what was in the post. What's your passive perception?
14.
You do see a holy symbol on Coborth. You don't immediately recognize it. And you think that probably Valisneria, being a druid, is spiritual in some way.
So who, I guess it doesn't matter. I either try to pick a generic nature deity of some kind, or I try to identify the one on Coborth's neck, and I want to quote something from religious scripture that is basically a testament to remain patient, hear the entire story before you,
So pick one.
you know. I prefer Corbith's because I'm not guessing what god.
All right. So make a religion check for me.
You fool! I'm good at this one.
Excellent. So you do recognize the hammer, and it's actually the god Zorn, who is also Peric's god.
Hmm.
And you give a quote about patience. The steel doesn't temper immediately. You must hammer it, the correct number of times. You can't rush it, that sort of thing. And Coborth kind of grunts a bit at that. Okay. Those are 3 successes.
We did it.
Congratulations. Jacob looks at Peltar and he says, I'm not trying to scare you or anything. Let me just explain why I have the book. It's it was given to me, and then it wouldn't leave me alone. And at first I would have done anything to get rid of it, but now I know that we're facing something really big, and I want to help, and this is how I can help. You understand that, right? And I'm not doing anything bad with it. I've learned that maybe I can, I know the book wants me to be a lich, but I can be like a Baelnorn. I can be the good kind of lich. I got the information on where I can go to learn how to do that instead of the bad kind, and maybe I can turn it to good. And he is going to roll.
Oh,
This is
Jacob.
the first I've heard of this. Jacob wants to be a lich?
I think Jacob has to be a lich.
I'm going to have to make him a crown.
Or a trone.
He has a
His-
+0 to persuasion.
Oh, God.
Fantastic.
This is how Sararak is born.
Oh.
Jacob, no!
Oh, it's just like him.
Do we get to fight now?
Okay.
I want to
He
see
just
the
announced he wants to be a
Mommy.
lich. Like, what do we expect?
He said a good
Uh,
lich. He named the name of the good liches.
But before we go any further,
Mhm.
I can't help him. I can only do that to myself. Never mind.
Okay.
I mean, if I was here, I'd be siding with the other guys.
So,
It's a good thing you're not then, Peric.
Peltar looks at all of you. And she says, "Is it getting hot?"
Is this a distraction?
Is it getting hot, Dungeon Master?
Are you going to throw a fireball and say, no, it's just the room?
Peric,
Yes.
you see 3 forms appear in the room next to you. They sort of shimmer as if through like a heat mirage. One is a human woman. She's wearing black leather robes. She has long black hair. The other is another human woman. She's wearing brightly colored robes. She's carrying a long, scythe, and she's pointing at you. She resembles Tira a bit, but not. You know they're probably not right. The third is a human man, and when you look at him, you can tell immediately he looks human, but he's not. He seems almost like his human form can barely contain the energy that's inside him, the power that's inside him. But you feel like these are some nice people. These are your friends.
Oh, howdy, folks. Surprised seeing you here. Where is here exactly?
The uh, the woman with the scythe, who is pointing at you, nods to the other two, and the middle woman, who seems to be the woman who spoke originally, comes over to you and says, "Darling, what's your name?"
My lady, my name is Parakafkas. Pleasure to meet you, and the rest of you all.
"Father, isn't he adorable?" And the man looks at you and he says, "Perhaps keep your pet on a short leash and quiet. We don't wish his friends to know we are here yet."
I look around for a dog.
Sure, look around.
Just how charmed am I? Like, am I like, sure, yeah, I'll be your pet, or can I be a little bit like, oh no, look, we like each other, but that's a little offensive to call a halfling.
So, let's see. You will obey verbal commands. If you suffer harm or receive a suicidal command, you can repeat the saving throw. You are under this effect for 24 hours.
So to answer my question, would I
Otherwise,
object to
you're-
being called a pet?
You're charmed at the moment. So, yeah, if you would object normally, you object.
Okay, good. Like, sir, I don't know if you're referring to me, and well, I just witnessed quite a bit of halfling hate. So
The woman with the
I just
scythe-
ask that you be a little bit.
The woman with the scythe points at you and says, "Meridathros says silence." And you feel your jaw clamp shut.
Yep, I nod. Like, yep, that's totally reasonable.
Brian, could you put Meridathros in the chat?
That's the name of the evil
you.
dragon, isn't it?
Would you believe?
That it's a made up word? Yes.
Sorry. That was the
Okay.
word I didn't have in my notes. I have to copy it.
So there's a woman with a sight, a man. Oh, yeah, I remember that name because there was way too many letters for what it says. And there was another woman.
Mm-hmm. So you can see their icon, their tokens as well now, right?
Ah, yeah, it would help if I, stopped looking at my notes.
So the man that Peric sees is at the top. The woman who referred to him as father is in the middle, and the woman with the scythe is at the bottom. And the woman with the scythe says to Peric, "Shall we find your friends?"
I nod.
And they start leading you forward. Okay, the rest of you, I would like to make perception checks when Peltar says, "Is it getting hot?"
See if the song is playing. I gotcha.
I don't suppose now that Eric is here, he can hear us talking telepathically
Yes,
about
you can.
random stuff.
You absolutely can if you were talking telepathically.
Well, yeah, I told Elric to do something that he refused to.
Oh,
And
no,
also, there's a telepathic discussion about Jacob wants to be a lich. That's weird.
Well, he wants to be the good kind of lich, so I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Of all the liches to be.
It is distinctly better than the other kind of lich, but it's still a lich, which is weird. I'm not saying I'm against it. It's just strange.
Of course, it's a little weird, but I think the book kind of makes him do it. Jacob, does the book make you do it? Also, maybe
So
this is
is
not the
Jacob
best time to
the
have this conversation.
person, or is the book wearing him like a flesh suit?
The book isn't making me do anything. I mean, it wants me to, but it's not making me do it.
Okay. So you do want to be a lich, but a good lich.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you can live forever and help people, and wouldn't you want to?
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Now, a normal lich defies their fate, but a Baelnorn or a Baelorn or whatever, all those types, that is their fate. Is that an argument to be made?
So Jacob found out, and some of you were there for it in hell, that the Baelnorn are good undead, like liches. They follow a similar ritual, but slightly different. And they are preservers of knowledge.
Okay.
But that at present it is thought that none in your time exist.
Maybe be the first.
Peric, you can hear your friends speaking telepathically.
I mean,
Can I speak telepathically?
Yes, and as you get closer and can hear them all talking, you notice that the one who had referred to the man as her father sort of steps off into a side passage and leaves your little group.
Okay, so I just go, howdy, folks. Finally caught up with you.
oh,
Yeah, met some new friends too.
well,
Seem
so
all
did
right
we.
folk, if a little bit offensive toward halflings.
What do you mean?
Well, she called me a pet and told me to shut up, so yeah, they seem all right though.
I look at the rest of the opposing heroes and I say, did you have someone else that you had accompanied here?
Somebody rude who thinks of Affling as pets?
You see Coborth smile and draw Scalemar and say, "It's about fucking time."
It's not directed at me.
No.
Do I feel like he wants to attack me?
No. He's looking
Okay.
around. You do feel like it's getting warmer, but you can't tell why or in what direction. Maybe there might be... I mean, it's definitely a little warmer in here, but it might be just the stress.
Yeah, I think it's probably the stress.
I think it's safe to say if he's drawing a sword, I should draw a sword. It's the same sword.
You were expecting somebody?
Don't leave without his scabbard.
Peric, did you mention a name?
No, I didn't think to mention that part.
Okay. So, we are going to a map.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Wow.
Why would we need a map, Brian?
I don't know that we will, but I just want us all on a map. I think maps are fun.
He works very hard on those maps. You know.
He had to make like 6 versions of the same one.
Three versions of each floor.
We've got like
That's 9 maps.
possibly a god, demigod, or chosen in our corner. I ain't even worried about it.
You remember that Meridataros, if I remember correctly, is like the lava dragon, right?
I thought he was a red dragon. The lava dragon was a thing we killed.
So you
Accurate.
all killed a very young red dragon that was attempting to become a lava dragon.
Wasn't the super ancient one also lava though?
There is
Maybe I remember.
Meredathros is a super ancient dragon.
Yeah, there we go.
You have never encountered him.
Oh, it's not the one that was at the port that we saw from far away.
You saw a dragon from far away fly up into
But-
the air. And
So he could have
crash-
been
and crash
red
into a volcano, setting it off.
Okay, but it's true that we didn't stop to ask it its name because it was flying away, and also it didn't give a shit about us.
And it was several miles away.
Also, details.
But you saw it clearly from several miles away, so it was obviously very big.
Okay. Well, Peric, I don't think your friends are all that friendly.
They're not friendly, but they're friends. It's hard to explain.
Did they cast magic on you?
No, why would you say that?
Oh no, you would know they cast magic on you.
Oh, really?
It's fine.
Oh, sure, but yeah, I mean, I cast magic on you guys all the time.
I don't think it's the same kind of magic, Peric. Just make sure you not step too close to them, okay? And I'll take out an arrow and notch it on my bow.
Do I?
Okay, so I would like each of you to tell me your preparations you're making.
Do I know how to end that condition? I don't have the restorations.
And make a. So you will be able to make an Arcana check. Go ahead and make one. You have time. You're not certain.
I will just.
He is, he mentioned it. It's unclear what exactly it might be. He has not been explicit with you on who they are or what happened. Maybe dispel magic. You don't know.
You mean that one spell that I tried to get Austin to help me figure out how to work into my inventory of spells? Yeah, I don't have that. I will just get ready for a fight the old-fashioned way. I let my blade sing a song.
Okay. Jacob.
Maybe move over here.
Jacob looks around, looks at Peltar, and he says, Can we talk about this later, maybe? And she nods. All right. So, as you draw your bow, Valisneria looks at your quiver, and she seems to recognize it, and she looks at your bow, and she says, bronze string, lightning arrow. And then she backs up.
I'll be a little surprised, but I can take orders when I have to. It's probably not very long for me to string it.
Jane moves over here. Coborth jumps up on the table. He is holding Scalemar out in front of him with his left hand point down and pommel up. And he's got a shield on his right arm. And Nimbleton goes over here to stand by this door. And Peltar just sort of moves back between these bookcases. Anybody want to move?
Yes, please.
I'm going to move up here. And I tell everyone telepathically that if anyone comes down this hallway, I'm planning on shoving them into the hole to split their group.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to be where Pontouf is, but I think Pontouf also has claimed that as his spot.
It is a good spot for Pontouf, but I feel like we still don't know which directions they might come from, right? And there are 2 doors to this place. So he will actually go and flank this door with Jane there, who is pretty cool. Tira will string her bow, or copper, bronze. No, she said bronze
Mm-hmm.
bowstring, and remember the lightning arrow. Actually, I think she'll actually even maybe prepare it. I don't know. She'll have it close by, if not completely drawn.
Okay.
Can I also try to hide, perhaps?
You get that as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Are you like leaned up against the wall, or are you going to duck behind a bookcase?
I was thinking of leaning against the bookshelf.
Sure. Roll stealth.
Hey. It's not a 1.
Peric, as you all come up to this room, they sort of the woman with the scythe says, "Please go introduce us for your friends, so that they are not frightened or surprised when we enter the room."
I'm going to point at my mouth and make little like open and close motion with my hand.
And she sort of waves her hand, and you find that you can speak.
I mentioned one of what was the other girl's name? You mentioned was it the girls with the scythes? Whose name was mentioned?
Only the man's name was mentioned.
Okay, then well, I don't properly actually know your name. You never introduced yourself.
No, I haven't, but that's all right. You don't need to worry about my name. Just tell them Lord Grimfury is here.
Like that?
Like that.
All right, then we'll do. Which direction do I need to go?
North.
Do I knock on the door?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was a door. When you get to the door flies open, and you see Pantouf there on one side.
Oh.
A woman you don't recognize on the other. Pantouf leans down and gives you a big lick on the face.
Oh, howdy, boy. And I give him a little, scritch, and I say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce Lord Grimfury.
And you see...
What?
Does the name ring any bell to any of us?
Make a history check.
Man, what is it with these rolls?
It does not, but with that check, you do know that a lot of dragons will use... They don't like lesser beings to use their draconic names.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have a name for lesser beings to use. But when...
I like that idea a lot.
Hmm?
I like that a lot.
When Peric announces Lord Grimfury, Coborth says, "You tell Mary Daisy to get his ass in here now."
Mary Daisy, get your ass in here.
You, Peric, feel a wave of heat and anger rush over you. And you think it might be a good idea for you to not stand between him and the door as he comes striding forward.
Oh no!
How far can I move?
My puppy!
Move into the room.
Nah, I'm just
Wait
going to go
to
outside of...
fire.
Yeah. This man strides into the room, sees Jane, and sneers at her. She gives him a very courtly bow. When the woman who follows enters the room, Pantouf starts to growl. He doesn't react too much to Grimfury, to Meridathros, But he starts to growl. His hackles rise. You've never seen him. He poofs.
The floof poofs.
He reacts. And when he does, she reacts.
She a cat lady. Is that what's happening?
No.
Okay. Just
But-
making sure.
But it's canon in my head canon.
And she kills your dog.
No, the dog will kill her first.
No, she just gets up on the bookshelves and like hisses at him.
No, but she starts to raise her scythe. And
Okay,
Grim
if-
Fury holds out a hand. And he says, "Not yet. We are here for a purpose." And he strides past Jane to the center of the room. And the woman follows, but her eyes never leave Pantouf.
Pantouf will stare at her back.
Jane
Oh,
follows.
he's an angel now.
He strides to the center of the room and he looks at all of you and he looks at the Black Osprey and he says, "I see you found new friends. I am not impressed."
It's about to be.
Jane says, "Where's that addle-headed daughter of yours?"
Oh, she went off to the side, and I kind of point the direction she went to.
And Jane immediately points to Leona and Nimbleton. I'd like both of you to make perception checks. You have advantage.
Oh, Brian, just for her, I'm going to add my ingenious dice to this.
Okay. Probably good.
18.
You do hear someone approaching. And you see the woman in the black leather robes turn the corner. And when she notices you peeking out, she says, "You're no fun."
Get good.
I'll elect to not shove her into a hole.
Grim Fury says to her, he looks around and he's ignoring all of you. He seems to not care about any of you, except maybe Leona. But
I'm wearing a lot of his kids' flesh, so yeah.
he seems to have noticed your sword.
Ah,
As does she as she walks by. Make an insight check. She seems crazy. Like bug fuck crazy.
Should be great.
As
I just want to clarify. You just said bug fuck, right?
Yeah.
Fucking a bug would be crazy.
Yeah. And as she walks by you, she reaches out a hand just sort of to run it along like your cheek. And then passes by.
That's how salmonella gets spread.
By the way, I ask, well, who are your new friends? Because some of them look familiar.
Mentally, I'll just say this is a black osprey. They're pretty cool. Be cool, Parrot, please.
Black Osprey. That sounds familiar. Holy shit.
I know, right? Be cool.
As she enters the room, Grim Fury barks an order at her. Silhouette, find the book.
Ooh, that's the person I gotta kill with my sword.
At which point, she disappears.
That's annoying.
Brian,
Mm-hmm.
when she disappears, can I start my 1 minute of uninterrupted concentration to detect dragons within a mile?
Well, as she disappears, she reappears immediately.
Oh, never mind.
In front of this bookcase, and this bookcase, and this bookcase, and this bookcase.
All the
and this
bookcases.
bookcase, and this bookcase, and she smiles up at Peric. And this bookcase, and this bookcase, and this one. And she glances over at Elric, gives him a wink, and then
I hate to break a good narrative, but is there any reason I think that I couldn't just stab her when she appears next to me?
so you can certainly do that. Give me just a moment, though, because as she does that, instantaneously, when she disappears, so does Peltar, who immediately appears next to her everywhere. So you are welcome to stab.
I stab.
Okay. And with that, we are going into initiative.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Allow me
I was,
to
yeah, I
process
wanted to
this.
hear more, but like I don't
am super happy.
want them just having free reign to
Mhm.
do their nefarious deeds while we have a chat.
No, for sure. Like I was kind of half hoping that the Osprey seemed to be ready to fight. So it was like, okay, we'll wait for your lead, Captain. But then Captain just never gave us the go.
Never put us in, coach.
That is a good
Yeah.
observation. Make an insight check.
Ooh. Pretty good at that now.
You get the idea.
That Korgoth forgot the go word.
You get the idea that they wanted to see what the dragons were looking for.
Sad face. Sad face. This is suboptimal at best. I'm gonna keep my inspiration still, though.
Brian, do you need us to reroll, or is it invisible to us?
I need everyone to reroll.
What?
Sorry, I see Peric, Tira, and Pantuf.
Yeah, mine didn't load to the tracker. I'll reroll.
No.
The reason I
Yours
asked is
never
because
gets rerolled.
So we're
Oh.
re-rolling, or what's happening?
No, nobody reroll.
Okay.
I wanted Leona to reroll.
sorry, the reason I asked is because you did the next turn things. I wasn't sure if it was already there.
Invisible, and I was deleting the old names.
Ah, okay.
Now I've got Jacob.
Oh, Tony.
I just figured out how to set up advantage on initiative on waifu. I'm so happy. But now I forget that I've set up, so I keep rolling twice anyways.
Okay. So the way this is going to work is I need to add
There's a lot of people here.
And it's not just the one that there are like
A
12
million
of each.
of. Twice.
I'm going to do that.
So they start like pulling, like cat fighting, pulling each other's hair.
Okay. So the Black Osprey are not going to be run the way I normally do NPCs, which is I hand them over to you guys and let you guys play them as well. What we're going to do instead is when it comes turn to the Black Osprey turn, you're each going to roll a d20, and it's going to be a coin toss for successes and failures. And certain things will happen depending on how many successes versus failures you get on each of the Black Osprey's turns.
Oh boy, I've been rolling terribly unwell tonight, Brian. So just putting that out there.
Okay, but Elric gets to go first, and I think he was going to stab somebody.
I would like to stab somebody. I did have a question, though.
Absolutely.
Now, the books that were thrown, they were bound to the library. They just flittered back to where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
This place also does time travel.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that these books might be bound in place and time? And what I mean by that is, if I fireball these books, do I think that they will mend themselves back together, or their knowledge is lost forever?
So you do recall that in your time, this room was a burned out husk with just some scraps of burnt paper and
Nothing said. This is Kismet. I cast fireball.
Okay, where?
I don't want to hit any of my allies. I want to hit the maximum number of Peltars and Dargans, probably over here. So pretty much, I think I can angle it so I hit everything that isn't Peric and Jacob.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I can at least get maybe 5, probably only 4.
Are you going to avoid Nimbleton?
Yeah, I'm going to avoid all allies.
Okay.
And yeah, trust me, I'm bummed about it too.
Can you click a thing?
Nope, because I don't have that spell.
Remember we were talking about lightning bolt versus fireball? And you were like, no, I'll take fireball.
No, though, this is actually fine because I don't have fireball. So I'm just going to back up and blast.
That's a hell of a lie.
And blast through the bookshelves with lightning bolt.
Awesome.
As soon as my token goes where I want it to go. Well, I'm firing it so I hit this line of Peltars, or Dargan ladies.
Okay.
There we go.
Silhouette.
Yeah, I think I can even miss most of the Peltars.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
All right, I'm sorry. I thought I had fireball. I don't. I have the other thing. And it doesn't roll damage anymore.
And it doesn't give me your DC. So what is your DC?
It's 16. Correct! 16, and I'll just roll 88.
So
About
just checking one thing.
3 ones.
Where is the name on rolls setting? It's moved.
It's in. Yeah, it looks like an update just came out.
Yeah.
Sheet output. No, it's initiative.
Yeah.
Character name on all roll templates.
Where's that? Oh,
It's
I see it.
the.
I got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So what was your save DC?
60?
16.
Okay. She will take that damage as all of these in this line disappear.
Brian, did you mean to take her name off the tracker or off her rolls?
I did not. I meant to make sure it was on.
Oh.
Additionally,
I've made things complicated. I've done it. Oh, that's a line of fire.
yeah, these bookshelves have caught fire.
Is the floor also on fire,
No,
or
just
okay?
the shelves and one chair. I'm too lazy to put them up individually.
That's all right. Just want to make sure that
Yep.
if we can go through or not.
But 26. You do see all of the other the dragon lady's silhouettes react at the same time,
Oof.
if they were all hit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you did it.
Did it.
Okay.
Uh,
Anything
go
else?
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay.
I was just going to say that I did not have anything else.
Okay. Pantouf.
Well, Pantouf really seemed to hate this lady over there with the sight, so I think he would really like to try and find a way to get to her so that he can chow down or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for him to just like be in the same space as here and then back away after he's done?
So when he charges forward, Jane actually will do a somersault and end up behind him.
Excellent.
And this Peltar and this dragon lady disappear.
Did Jane just castle Pontouf?
Yes.
Castle?
It's a chess move.
Uh-huh. And Pantouf, super happy that now he doesn't even have to worry about this lady. He's just gonna attack. Rah, rah. And do a bite. He only has the one, I believe. Go Pantouf. 15?
15? I didn't see it.
It should appear any second. I see it.
Maybe I'm just lagging.
I can re-roll. It shouldn't be on self. Output all.
Oh, there it went. Just took a minute.
Aha.
Just took a minute. 15 will not hit as she sinuously moves out of his way when he tries to bite her.
No.
And she
Poor
starts
puppy.
swirling this this scythe around.
And I believe that is all that he can do. I think it's an action to try to bring an object.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he can't do that. So he's just gonna, he's gonna follow low on his front legs and raise his butt in the air and just start growling.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
All right. Peric, make a wisdom save. As
Nice.
you shake off the charm, realizing that these people are now attacking Pantouf. And for some reason, when Pantouf engages the woman who had you charmed, it seems to break the hold she had upon you.
I mean, they say that only the truly evil kick a dog. It is like the number one easiest way to make sure that that person is not a good person.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. I've seen John Wick as well.
Those guys got murdered.
Well, they killed his dog. What did you think was gonna happen?
I've got a little something for people who hurt dogs.
You show him.
It looks like an army of halflings and dwarves and other forgers throughout history circling around me.
Okay.
Your DC is just 12.
No, it is not.
That's what I thought.
My DC should be, let's see, we have a plus what, 3 or 4 at this point? 4, okay, so 8, wait, 16, yeah.
Okay. Can you see?
And, yeah, and I'm going to move. I'm right next to her, but I'd rather be right here.
Okay. When you activate your aura, pop, 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 pop.
That's convenient. I'm going to continue moving forward then. Dang it. I got some movement on me because my boots. Gonna get right here next to the dwarf. I'm gonna just look down at his holy symbol and give him a little nod of respect.
He looks at you and he nods as well. And then he says, "Right, enough commiserating. We got bigger titties to lick right now."
That's not how I would have put it, but all right.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be all.
Okay. At the start of her turn, she will attempt a wisdom save. Make sure her name is on there. Yeah. So it's half damage.
Yep, you got 9 damage.
That's nice.
Okay. As she cries out and begins to transform, growing.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Into a woman with a snake-like lower torso, 6 arms, and it looks more like she simply dropped an illusion rather than transformed. You can make a religion or an arcana check if you want to know more.
I can try. Probably not gonna know. I am not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh, you weren't talking to me. I'm sorry.
But sometimes you need a hammer.
So, she is a demon, for sure.
Yeah.
She seems to be incredibly powerful, somewhat unique. She bears resemblance to both Meriliths and Lamias, but it's hard to tell if she is one or the other. And she turns to Pantouf. And she begins to attack.
Be strong, puppy.
The first thing she does, she reaches out one hand, almost as if to pet him.
Oh boy.
And he is now cursed.
No.
And then she will begin to make her attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh boy. They all freaking. What the fuck? Well, the last one misses, so there's that. The rest all freaking hits. 17 plus 14, 31, 44, 56, 64. I think he's down. I think that's 6. Yeah, he is down. No, puppy! She killed my dog!
She smiles and turns to Grim Fury and she says, "Who would you like me to dispatch next?" And he says, "My daughter's pet is becoming annoying." And she moves here. And that's her turn.
My daughter's pet is becoming.
Yep,
annoying.
that's how you know they're evil.
Okay.
I have a quick question, Ryan. Is the curse removed if somebody passes out, or it's still on?
It's still on.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. I would like each of you to make a d20. Just a straight d20.
Yes. I've done it.
You want higher than 10.
Haha! Guys!
You have to
Does Jacob
understand
roll?
is my dice are very tired.
Yeah, Jacob, you can roll. So one, because there are 5 of them, 5 of the Black Osprey. So I'll let, if one of you wants to roll another d20, go ahead.
Yep.
Well, I think I should, because... No!
Okay, so that is 1 success. And 4
You
failures.
notice. How about we twist it around, and the lower rolls are better?
No.
Curses!
So the Black Osprey all start moving. Nimbleton comes, dashes off around through the fire and sort of disappears. You think he has hidden so that he can make a better attack next turn. Let's see. Valisneria is going to use your 1 success. And she is going to cast healing on Pantouf so that he's going to get 25 back.
25, oh, that's good. Thank you, Druid Lady. Save the animals.
But the rest are going to simply use this turn to get into position. Coborth stays where he is. He is continuing to simply just hold Scalemar out, point down, with his shield sort of held at the ready in his right arm at this side. Peltar, all of her images disappear as if she perhaps lost concentration on a spell. She reappears where she originally was. Leona. Mute.
I'm going to come through the fire. Well, not the fire that's not there. I'm going to walk between the two things that are on fire. When I'm here, I will strike up a defensive position on Peric.
Okay.
It looks like that. Until the end of my next turn, everyone next to Peric has +6 AC,
Awesome.
which makes mine 26. It makes, I'm assuming Cobor's pretty good too.
Awesome.
And as a bonus action, I will help Tira target this demon lady.
Okay. All right.
That's all.
Elric, you see this. You see this dragon lady make scans through these books. She is totally ignoring you. The other ones that are still there seem to do the same. And that is her turn. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Looks around. And he smiles.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
He can. He's pretty good at these.
Plus
Can he
12.
not succeed? That would be fantastic. He makes it anyways. Jerk.
How much damage?
So close. That'd be 9 damage.
And then he simply walks past all of you to there. If anyone would like to make an opportunity attack, now is the time.
I feel like this is a trap.
I feel like this is a trap, but I
will,
mean,
because I have a sword that he does not like.
When you slash into him, and you do hit.
Ooh.
And you hit Pantouf. When Scalemar bites into him, you slash him in the back as he walked by you as if you were of no consequence, and he lets out just a and although you do more damage Peric, it seems as if he is more upset by Leona. Pantouf can attempt to grapple.
Yeah, mine was just a little like short range, little blow to the knee, like I'm just trying to iron out a piece of iron.
he's gonna try, but he's got disadvantage on the strength checks, and this is a dragon.
Oh,
He's
that's
just a
radiant
dog.
damage.
He's just a dog, and his things are also radiant, I think. Divine Fangs. If it's fiend or undead, otherwise no, he's a dragon. He's not a fiend. He's gonna try to grapple him because he's just a pupper, and this looks just like a person. But he has disadvantage, so that's a 14.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Maybe I'll roll a 1.
He rolled a 1.
Ha ha ha!
So Pantouf grapples him right there. And Grim Fury will then use his action to assume his natural form.
Oh god!
Oh shit!
I picture Pantouf still holding on to whatever grows up. You know,
Turns into a full dragon, but Pontiff is just hanging there.
just like on one horn, there's just a dog hanging
yeah.
out
Just
from
small, cute. Ah!
Like a pit bull hanging from a
That's a bird.
rope toy.
That's a
Yeah.
bird right there in that picture.
there. Yeah, that is a
Oh
bird.
wow! Well,
Hashtag birds for scale.
us with his mouth open and fire filling it.
And Nimbleton, who was hidden there, sort of, you see him stumble backwards.
I'm so glad I'm resistant to fire damage.
Me too.
Unleashes necrotic fire damage.
Oh god.
It's a new type of damage that no one's resistant
Necro
to.
fire.
Yeah.
We're going full divinity today.
Let's see. That was his turn, though. Actually,
Jacob!
Hang on, I want to check something. Yep, nope, that's his turn. Okay. All right, Jacob. Jacob, seeing this enormous creature now, is gonna be like, I don't, and okay, he is going to first order quietly forward. Quietly. He's going to have to move around a bunch of people, so he will get about this far on his turn. And then he will dash and get to there.
Almost crushing Nimbleton.
Yeah. Jacob is going to stumble back. And the demon lady will get an attack of opportunity on him.
Plus 6 to the AC.
That probably still hits, though. This is Jacob.
Yeah, he has 11 AC plus 6. So he takes 13.
Who does he think he is? That was Sonny's thing, is having an incredibly terrible AC.
Nobody's ever done that before.
Then something. Yeah, he's going to cast Spirit Chains on the big dragon.
He's ambitious. We'll give him that. I mean, Pantoufla's got this hand, so you get the other one, Jacob.
Okay.
We're going full Thanos right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pantoufla's like
man.
Captain America.
Which one of us gets to fuck it up? Peter Quill, this scene.
All right, so he's going to use a legendary resistance to not be chained.
Oh my god.
Are you
We
telling me
finally
that
just-
my dog was not worth a legendary resistance?
Can't use it on an ability check.
Oh.
We found his weakness.
We found his weakness. Adorable puppers.
Yep. So that's Jacob's turn. He's going to keep moving back. He can move back about that far. Okay. Tira?
All right. Tiro's hidden all this time. At first, she wanted to kill the thing that killed her dog, but then something humongous got there and seems to take precedence in this particular situation. She remembers the call for the lightning arrow, so she's got to use a steady shot, peek out from her corner where she was hidden, and shoot the lightning arrow at the Dorgan with advantages and the snack attacks. It's going to look like this. Pew!
23.
And I don't know if there's a bonus combo with the bronze string that I strung,
So
but
he will make a strength save.
he's probably going to make it. The DC is not very, surprisingly, not super strong. Or rolling poorly.
He's rolling poorly. He is not going to use a legendary resistance on this. He's going to save it because he sees Peltar and people he's actually concerned about. And your little arrow, I mean, what can it do, right? So you fire, you hit 23 piercing, 21 lightning for 44. And then all of you hear this sound like a church bell being rung as this enormous dragon is knocked backwards into the back wall and up into the ceiling, and then he crashes down and lands prone.
Well, that was satisfying.
You get the feeling that if the wall hadn't been there, he would have been pushed very far backwards.
Oh, that's cool. I need to remember that combo. I'm just going to note that down. Hold my drink for a second. Okay, noted. Now, I still have a few things to do. Now that my cover is blown, I actually think... how high is this bookshelf? Is it easy to jump on top of? I want to get an angle.
It's about 6 feet high, but you could get up there with your movement.
Excellent. I scramble up there real quick. I like having bird's eye view. I'm gonna knock another arrow. Gonna use my other special arrow. I'm gonna go with ice. Still steady shot. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to do a new thing that I have. Oh, I've already used my sneak attack on this round, though. Can I? I can't stack it, right? I can't use it again.
I'll say you can stack it. That sounds awesome.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Insight versus deception.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes. And I'm gonna shoot him with an ice arrow.
So you glean from his tactics that he is used to simply using his brute strength and power. He is not a very subtle creature.
I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah,
Nice.
24. Yeah. I wasn't expecting this to actually.
Okay,
I don't know if he takes F if he saves or not.
he does.
Okay, cool. Then, because I don't know what is going to happen or if I'll even get another turn. That's not what I wanted to click. I'm going to action surge. I have 2 more arrows. Not sure how much I can shoot in a dragon still. Maybe I should. You know what? I might. Sorry, guys. A long turn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna shoot 2 more steady shot arrows into that dragon. To just for him to feel the sting. Ugh. Nice.
Okay. So steady shot, is that advantage?
No, it just ignores after 3/4 cover and gives me bonus on my attacks.
Okay, so only the second one hits.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that I've done a lot for 1 round. And then I still have some movement. I'm gonna take a chance. How far can I get? I'd say 5 feet of movement to get up on top of that bookshelf.
I'd say 10. It's 6
10?
It's 6 feet high and you had to climb up.
Okay. Then I think I might just fall back from the bookshelf, lean against it, looking at this wizard lady that's just there. Like, hi, you're next. Don't worry about it. Wait your turn. And that's going to be my turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he is going to take a legendary action.
Oh, God. Cover me, bookshelf.
As he makes a wing attack, I need everyone within 15 feet of him. So, to make a dex save.
Poor Pantouf. He has disadvantage. Ah!
I need one from Leona.
Oh, sorry. I thought I clicked the thing, but apparently I did not click the thing.
Does the snake lady have to do it too?
She does.
Yeah. Think that, snake person.
That was quietly. This is the snake lady. Okay. And it is 2d6 plus 6. As he rears back and flaps his wings, knocking over these bookcases. And blowing dust and ash and fire around all of you. Also, taking a legendary action is the Dragon Lady. As she just goes pop, pop, and then pops back here. Pop, pop.
Tim, you're so much faster than me. You were so prepared.
Yeah.
He said pop. I was just like,
And seems to be,
Jesus.
yeah, seems to be continuing to look for something. That was very good, popping. All right.
Did you pop it like it's hot?
The Black Osprey are going again. They seem to be almost as if they are all under the effect of some kind of haste spell.
if only they rolled well. Come on, Osprey. Osprey.
I would like some d20 rolls.
I gotcha. 1. How's that do it for you?
All right, I'm getting tired. I'm just gonna fucking crit this shit right now. 19.
I'll roll the extra one.
You can't roll another one, right?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
So
You should never meet your heroes, they say.
So as you are all, as everyone is battling, and there's this chaos of the combat, as the demon lady seems to be doing her thing, the dragon lady is disappearing and appearing. You see Peltar close her eyes, cross her arms, and then throw her hands wide. The dragon lady disappears from everywhere.
Nice. Also, where did she go?
And then immediately reappears just once in one place.
My turn has changed dramatically very suddenly.
If you want to do anything about the snake person,
No,
feel free.
not Pontoof's got that.
Pantoufla's got his mouth full with a giant ass dragon right now.
He can tank with the dragon.
You also see Jane and Nimbleton both go running in. Jane sliding low under the dragon. Nimbleton running up as the dragon makes the wing attack, running up the dragon's wing as it reaches down to the ground, jumping up and grabbing hold of the dragon by his horns. Jane sliding underneath and with both of her blades cutting up into the dragon's throat.
Nice. She's so cool.
That is the Black Osprey. Coburth continues to simply stand there holding Scalemar point down.
Man.
With the shield.
I think he's giving us an aura against dragon breaths.
Do I know what he's doing?
You should try it, though.
It's a
I
bold
was
strategy,
planning, I was like-
Cotton.
You don't know what he's doing. You've never done this.
Nah.
I mean, if I had Scalamar, I would be trying it. That's all I'm saying.
You could always ask Scalemar.
Yeah, I gotta do that when he's not
Mm-hmm.
creaming himself over the giant dragon in front of him.
Exactly. Scalemar is giggling right now. You've never heard an old man giggle, but imagine like a Wall Street type who's just made a lot of money. Something like that.
It's funny in my head.
All right. It's Ulrich's turn.
All right. I will come down here, wrapping around the bookshelves, coming up to about here. And on the giant dragon, the Lamia,
Mm-hmm.
and both of the lady dragons, well, ish. I just say, this stage is beneath my talent, but I shall elevate it. And I will cast Steel Wind Strike.
So,
Oh,
okay. So I want to be clear. Oh, sorry. This one is not supposed to be there anymore.
Haha.
There's only one. That is what Peltar did. She dispelled all the copies and revealed where the one was hiding.
Well, I will do it on just 3 then.
Okay. Can you tell me what that looks like?
Well, I basically become wreathed in black shadows as I teleport and reappear into a puff of just viscous mist, slashing out with my blade each time that I do. I can do this against 5 creatures, but since there are only 3, I will strike once, twice, and a 3rd time. Now that Dargan is prone. I don't think a 19 hits it anyways, but I tried.
With the wing strike, he came up.
Well, poopsicles.
It's too bad because that was good damage.
So what was
You
the
know-
order?
That was Dargan, Snake, Dargan. Big Dargan, Snake, Dargan Lady.
So the first one misses as you appear next to him and stab into him, but his scales are so old and hard that your blade just scrapes across them. You disappear and appear next to the to the many-armed woman striking at her. You do hit for excellent 35. Then disappear and reappear next to the crazy dragon lady and miss her as well. And then you reappear back where you started. Is that correct?
Yeah, but with her, I can teleport into flanking position.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you definitely hit.
I would have tried with the Dargan, but I don't actually know. Like, I think Pontouf is the only one who's just too far away.
Yeah.
So,
so you do hit her, and then when you disappear and reappear where you started, leaving behind the puff of black smoke, she turns around and almost wafts some of the smoke into her face and inhales, and then turns and looks at you and smiles.
I think we found Victoria's mom, guys.
I have out DPS the tank and stolen aggro.
Where do you end up?
Right here.
Okay.
And I don't think I have any cool bonus actions, so that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she will make an attack at you with her last legendary action. Let's see. Actually, no. She's just going to reach out a hand and with her long, hard fingernails scrape across you.
Well, she can certainly try, but that doesn't do it.
Okay. And then with his last legendary action, the big dragon is going to make a tail attack at Jane.
Captain, my captain.
Okay. Who sees it coming and rolls out of the way just in time.
She's good.
And it is Pontouf's turn.
Pontouf feeds on his enemies and regains 7 hit points. That's not exactly how it works, but you know, he's got a big chunk of steak in his mouth right now. I suspect he's probably hanging on from like one of these on the beard. It's just like dangling from there. But he's got a hold and he's not letting go.
Mouthful of dragon gels.
Exactly. It's just yum. So he's going to use his crushing jaw to just give damage. I guess it's the bite damage.
Mm-hmm.
7 damage.
Okay. And the dragon lifts,
Oh no. It's just 5 damage because it's already in there. I didn't know.
the dragon lifts up his forearm and starts to shake Pontouf, who refuses to let go.
I have to roll, don't I?
No, it was just flavor.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's just hanging on there. It's like this tiny dog that you like hold the toy and they won't let go, so you're just lifting them along with.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Well, I suppose he can't really move. He's just hanging there. So no, that will be it for now. He's doing his thing. He's doing great, and we all love him very much. Go Pantouf.
And he's a good boy.
The best of boys.
Parrot. Mute.
All right. Well, this is gonna get very dangerous very fast. I call out for advice to the one next to me. Dragon or demon?
To Coborth,
Yeah.
he says, "Hit the one in front of you."
Words of wisdom.
It's very wise. I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon at 4th level.
Okay.
and I'll follow it up with an attack of my own. Like 2 ringing hammers.
Cling, cling,
You should
cling,
have
cling.
control of that.
Does that hit?
16 does not hit, but the 25 does.
I'm not flanking with Pontouf, am I?
Not quite, no. And he's engaged with the dragon anyway.
He's very busy.
That's fair. That is understandable. I believe that to be my turn then.
Okay. Her turn. She will make a wisdom save. Do you want to re-roll the damage?
No, I don't think so. It's just 18, so.
Okay. I was just going to give you a chance for more.
Oh gosh.
To be fair, I rolled pretty well.
Okay. So wisdom save. So she will take 9. And then seeing all of you, she is going to make some attacks. First, she is going to strike out with her tail at... she's been ordered to attack the pet, and there are 2.
Oh no.
I'm the pet. I'm the pet. I'm the pet.
So first she's going to strike out at Peric with her tail. That misses, thanks to your +6.
I mean, it misses anyway, but yeah.
What is your AC with +6?
26.
Okay.
Damn, son.
And I have shield.
Okay. So if you shield, she cannot hurt you.
Sweet.
But she is going to make 3 attacks at you and 3 at Pontouf. So first 3 at you,
No.
2, 3. You would have to.
Hey, look, she hit me. Oh, yeah, with and shield, yeah. So I'll go ahead and shield that to be prevented from hitting.
Okay. And then she will make 3 at Pontouf.
Roll low, roll low, roll low. Fat, fat, fat. Well, I mean, the last one misses, but the first 2 are enough to knock him out again.
Which
Poor
means
puppy.
she's prone.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, he lets go of the Dargon now.
This time I won't fail.
Brian, should you roll again because he's prone once he goes unconscious?
No, we're fine.
Yes. Sorry. I was excited.
So roll some d20s for me.
Right, roll good, roll good, roll good. Guys?
I already rolled it.
Okay, no, I just lost you for a second.
okay.
Yeah, we quiet for a second.
Are we doing it?
Let me just...
We're kind of doing it.
There are varying levels of doing the things happening.
Fuck me.
So let's see what happens. We got 2 successes on this turn. Valisneria begins chanting, and spectral vines grow up out of the floor and wrap around the crazy dragon lady, clutching into her and seeming to grow into her. She screams in pain.
It's cool.
And Peltar begins casting.
Oh, that's cool. I want to pay attention to this. I want to learn new spells.
Make an Arcana check then.
Show me what you got.
I want to know all about them magics.
Ooh, that's really good. She begins casting, and you notice those little motes that had been floating around her immediately fly off. One begins orbiting around Jacob. One begins orbiting around Leona. One begins orbiting around Peric. One begins orbiting around Pantouf. One begins orbiting around Tira.
Even
begins-
unconscious Pantouf?
Yeah, one begins orbiting around Elric. One begins, and they seem to be flying off and orbiting around all the rest of you except her. And she looks up at the dragon and she says, "Father of hate, come and get me." And she disappears.
Agreed. That was my
Mysterious.
takeaway as well.
Mysterious indeed. Also, I guess I shouldn't have shot the freaking dragon. Okay.
The dragon screams out, "Where's she gone? Find her!" But the woman, his daughter, is screaming in pain, and the demon is looking around confused, and the ancient dragon screams at the demon, "Free her! She can find the trickster." Leona.
When he said free her, what is he talking about?
So the Valisneria, the druid, has conjured these spectral vines that are growing into and around and constricting.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it clicked together.
Yep.
All right. I don't want that to happen, so I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, you will.
My AC is 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
Also, why
I'll
does she
attack
roll
his
low?
daughter.
I'm sorry, what was that, Leona?
I'm gonna attack his daughter. But I was just fainting the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Playing from behind to set yourself up for a more
Yeah.
dramatic comeback.
16's okay.
16 is really good. Unfortunately, it does not hit.
That's
Oh
unfortunate.
no.
Then I'll attack with my second attack,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Oh
just as
no.
Oh my god.
Try pointing your sword down at the ground.
It's because there's a dragon in front of you, and you're attacking the dragon currently in human
Also
form.
a
It's like,
dragon.
come on.
They're still both dragons.
Right, but as you are trying to stab her, you hear Scalemar in your head saying, "The big one! I want the big one! Come on!" And you feel the sword actually pulling towards the larger dragon, causing you to miss.
Alright, I gotta attack the big one.
Speaking of the
So
big one,
Scalamar is quoting all of my ex-girlfriends.
speaking of the big one,
He's gonna
begins
turn into a cat.
to inhale.
Oh no.
I need each of you
Do your thing.
to make a dexterity saving throw.
Does this hit me and the druid? We're so north.
All
Is
of
it-
you.
Is it possible that Pantouf is just out of that cone?
I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I have resistance, and I'm really good at wisdom.
Oh,
I don't know what
are
wisdom
you
is, though.
kidding me? I can't roll above a 10 today.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, did you see that, Peric?
Well, that's just not fair.
That's a Matt Colville 4th edition dragoning right there.
Brian, I forgot to use my fire resistance when we fought dragons last time.
Well, now you don't have to worry about forgetting.
Yeah, apparently.
As he releases this gout of flame, you see quietly the Minotaur consumed. You see Mort consumed.
Yeah, Tira's. No, she's not dead, but she's definitely knocked out.
You see all of the fire within 10 feet of Orth pulled into Scalemar.
That's what it does.
One of the gems on Scalemar's hilt cracks, shatters, and falls off. And you see a tear go down Koborth's face. The rest of you feel... no, Leona never had that gem. The rest of you feel the heat wash over you, feel the flesh burning from your bodies. You feel the life leave you. And then the flames recede, go back into the creature. Your flesh returns to your bodies. The single tear ascends Koborth's cheek, returning to his eye, the shattered gem restoring. And those little motes that had been swirling around all of you, those little pieces of magic, explode into small little sparkles.
Thank you, Wizard Lady.
The Wizard Lady appears at the doorway over here. And as you all realize, she somehow rewound time for just a moment, just barely long enough to save your lives. She looks up at the dragon and she says, "Is that the best you can do?" And she steps into the hallway.
She is so
Yeah.
badass.
She saw all 14,605 outcomes.
And in one universe, we didn't fuck up.
The dragon screams in rage, clawing at the ground and turning as if to pursue. It's Jacob's turn.
Well, what does he do, DM?
So what Scalemar would have done mechanically is given everyone resistance. If you already had resistance, you would have had double resistance.
Oh. What is double resistance?
So it's halved and then halved.
A fourth. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not a fourth. It's halved and then halved again, so the rounding happens twice if it rounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about the fact that it ignores resistance? I'm confused.
So with Scalemar, it doesn't ignore that resistance. Scalemar is
Okay, got it.
special.
So we all would have had resistance, but it didn't matter that.
If you weren't within 10
But-
feet of Scalemar, your resistance would not have been... he would have overcome your
Got it.
resistance.
Got it.
Lava dragons don't fuck around.
Sorry, ancient. That's a...
Primordial.
Ancient. Primordial, yeah. Badass.
Big fucking dragon.
What was the wisdom saving throw for?
It also drives you mad if you happen to survive.
Wow.
Oh,
And you go on a rampage and attack the nearest living creature next to you.
that checks out.
Sounds about right.
Okay. It's Jacob's turn. having barely survived and seen a feat of magic he didn't even know was possible, Jacob is gonna say, I don't even, okay. And he is going to cast haste.
Ooh.
He's going to cast haste on choices on Tira.
I'm not going to argue with that choice. It's a very good choice, Jacob.
Probably the best of the choices.
And then
Well,
he's
that's
going to go and hide behind a bookcase and
Excellent.
cry because Mort is gone.
Oh no, Mort.
Tira.
Okay. I'm feeling pretty energetic right now. So energetic, even. I'm going to leap back up on top of this bookshelf. The dragon is bad, but I see what Peltar is trying to do, and she seems to have the situation well in hand. Also, I have shot everything that I had at this dragon, and it barely felt it. So I'm gonna turn my attention to this snake person instead, and use another of my steady shot. And just with my bonus, no, with my action, no, with my wow, I'm confused. No, with my first shot, I'm just gonna shoot at it. I will get sneak attack because Peric is right next to it. Thank you, Peric. 21.
Nice. 21 does hit.
Excellent. Then, if it's still okay to do, I would like to use my bonus action for the insightful fighting to have another sneak attack. Let's see your deception, snake person. Ugh, an 18. That's not great. Haha, still better than you, though. I shoot her again. Oh, it's a shame I don't have advantage. Still 28. It's pretty fucking good.
28 is really good.
And then I have my aced action.
Mm-hmm.
If I take the attack action with my aced action, do I still get 2 shots or is it just 1?
I don't know. I believe it's the full attack action, so you get your extra attack feature.
Cool. So I'll shoot her. Probably misses.
Yep.
Shoot her again. 17?
Misses.
Fuck. Sorry, Jacob. And then I will jump back from my bookshelf to lean against it again.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
See if I'm super special awesome when I do. Sure thing.
Sure.
I backflip.
Yep. And you land gracefully, hide behind the bookshelf.
And that is my turn.
Okay. When you shoot her, the demon lady looks at you, and then you see her eyes focus on the silver swan pendant that you wear.
Oh. She also likes jewelry. In another life, we might be friends.
And she smiles.
See something funny?
She says, "Now I know how to hurt you."
Ugly. What does that mean? What does it mean?
But it is the Black Osprey turn, so let's get some more d20s.
Okay, now is our time to shine, guys. All the d20s.
Yeah.
We only need a 10 or higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did it.
I also did it.
I want to
It's
try
okay, Tony.
again.
At
I want
least
to
we
try
have
again.
each other.
Yeah, I did it too.
Okay. So from this hallway, you see just a shimmer of air. You're not even certain what he's hit with, but the big dragon goes flying to the north, crumpling smacking against the wall, suffering a great deal of damage as some arcane magic flies from the hallway, and you see Peltar peek around and say, "Coming."
That lady is so badass.
Jane.
I still think we
turns,
could have won.
Begins attacking the demon, standing over Pantouf. She's not attacking offensively. You can see that she has gone into. You're familiar with the dodge action, but what she is doing seems to be foregoing disadvantage on attacks towards her to impose disadvantage on attacks towards Pantouf.
She's protecting my puppy. She's so cool, you guys.
And for the third success, Valisneria just sort of clenches her fists, and you see Silhouette scream in pain and crumple down to one knee.
Oh yeah, you get her, Val.
Okay. At the top of the round, the demon lady says, "My lord, we must flee. They are too many for us. We were not prepared for the extras. We have underestimated them." And he screams in rage.
Kill the snake person.
Elric?
That's my turn. I don't want them to run, so I need to incite them to stay, which means I need to kill a daughter. Nobody is complaining. I assume that means we all agree.
I mean,
I
it
You
would
killing the
not have been my
daughter?
first choice, but you do you, man.
Didn't he say Silhouette was his daughter? I thought he said.
yeah.
She called him father. There's a difference.
No,
I
she
thought
is
she
called
said my
her-
daughter's pet.
Yeah, he has
I'm
Oh,
just trying to.
Did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out why that was a problem you'd even bring up. Like this might be an issue. Yeah, do it, man. You got it.
All right, I am going to cast Shadow Blade at the level of the thirds.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have fixed all my macros from last time, it should be this one. She's prone now, Silhouette, after Velasyria did something to her?
Sure.
Or was that... Oh, okay. Well, I'm flanking. I guess it doesn't matter. 19?
19 is our magic number.
Ding ding ding.
So 18 probably not. God damn it.
Not being the magic number.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I strike out at her. Doesn't say psychic. Pricks. But it is psychic damage, if that matters.
It does. She
Because my
takes-
weapon is
she takes
not magical.
24. That is not why it matters. Why it matters
Hmm.
is at the end of your turn, she uses all 3 of her legendary actions.
Well, I am Wizard Tank. I've drawn aggro.
You did it.
Like everyone within. Oh, yeah, everyone.
Everybody?
To make a wisdom save.
Oh no. Oh
That's good.
So I'm proficient in wisdom saves, but I only have a 10 wisdom.
no. I have no bonuses. I have 0 extras. I just need to roll very well. Oh yeah.
That's the dub.
Did it.
Peric and I die.
Oh, yeah. Peric and Elric have a special effect. Okay. Just a second.
Just trying to figure out if I multiply the damage
No damage.
or if I just kill you outright.
So you, when you strike into her with your shadow blade, it sinks in that first time, but the second time she's prepared and she almost inhales the blade. She absorbs the psychic energy and she begins to laugh, a very disconcerting laugh. That laugh. Everyone who rolled lower than rolled lower than 18. So that
I
is
did it.
Peric and Ulrich. Oh, I forgot to roll for Jacob. My bad. Jacob. Wisdom save. Look at Jacob. Not scared of nothing.
Not scared of nothing.
Okay. So you are permanently frightened of her.
Oh, but I am brave. Let me re-roll that.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
You are permanently frightened of her and under the effects of confusion while you can see her.
Bro, Racky.
Just close your
As
eyes.
she has imparted some of her madness to you.
Well, is there a gift receipt or? Oh, wait.
It's not my
Is it
side.
too late to
Can
roll
I
this
save it
inspiration?
for like store credit or like what's up with that?
Is it too late to roll this inspiration? I just forgot I had it.
So normally, once you find out the effect, it's
No, that's cool.
it's
I'm
too
good
late.
with that.
But this is permanent,
This is appropriate.
so I say it's okay to, to re-roll because it. Is
I will
permanent.
re-roll. I will probably fail it anyways. Never mind.
You did it.
Okay, so you are. What I'm going to say though is you are frightened under the first effect. How's that?
Okay.
So it's not the permanent fright, and at the end of each of your turns, you can re-roll your save to shake off the fright, but you will not be permanently frightened.
Cool.
Peric, you are permanently afraid of this woman. Okay. Elric, anything else?
Oh, I will incite the dragon by turning into a shroud of black smoke and poofing over here.
She claps her hands together. She seems to like the effect.
She thinks it's birdie.
Okay. Pantouf.
Batouf's theme song is I get knocked down, but I get up again. He's not done. He's not done by a long shot. He turns to the snake lady, who's just really, really mean to him. And he's even gonna, I guess, get closer. He wants to get flanking with Jane, but not leave her side because he knows that Tira thinks she's super cool. So can he do that? Can he get there, or is that not possible?
So he can get to here.
Cool. Oh, well, I was hoping that he could flank with Peric and stay close because she was defending him.
Sure.
Cool. And he's gonna get up, of course, and rawr, a good amount. Bark quite a few times and bite. Nyah. That's the first roll. The second one's gonna be much better. Ha! 19?
19 will hit.
Yeah. And he's gonna try to grapple her. Bite her by the snake tail. Just don't let go. But he has disadvantage, so that's a 9. So that doesn't work out for him too well.
Yeah,
But he tried, and I think he gets good boy points for that.
As she just slithers out of the way.
Is she a fiend or an undead by any chance?
She is a fiend.
Hey. So I'm gonna add 1 extra D8 to the bite.
What she is a villain and a trope. We need to put her down.
Oh yeah. 8 radiant damage to the snake person.
Okay. Peric.
Whew, well, I am terrified. That is
Oh,
the most
sorry.
disconcerting thing I've ever seen.
At the start of your turn, roll a d10.
That's what I was going to do.
Mhm. You
Oh, that's
can-
good, right?
Yeah, you can move and act normally.
But I am still frightened.
You are
So,
yes.
Well, just don't attack her or get close to her, but there's a snake person right there for you. Just saying.
I just didn't expect to actually be able to do anything on my turn.
I had no plans.
Yeah. So I'm just going to be frightened and cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay.
Good luck, everyone else.
What?
And then I'm going to make a spiritual weapon attack at disadvantage at 4th level
Mhm.
against the demon.
Well, why does he have disadvantage? I thought it was just when you attack the snake,
I'm
the dragon.
afraid. I'm pretty sure it's
I believe it's when you
disadvantage on all saves, or all attacks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Probably not going to hit the snake lady. That was a good turn.
And it is the snake lady's turn. She begins to cast a spell.
Oh no!
Can she stop?
Jacob will counterspell.
Go, Jacob!
The crazy dragon lady will counterspell him.
Where's our wizard?
Peltar is out of the room.
I will counterspell.
Yes!
Excellent.
So no magic.
I'm
is
not
bad.
fooled.
It's a wizard
he
off.
he just wanted to get my reaction out of the way. I'm not tricked.
That was her turn.
Okay, it's time to roll for the Osprey. We have been warming up for this. We can do this, guys.
Hang on a second.
Or
Oh,
not.
sorry. I just used my last 3rd level spell slot.
I took the crazy dragon lady off of the initiative somehow. So I'm going to have her go on Daddy's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Black Osprey go. We've got 1 success, 2 success.
Trent, do you want to roll? Or did you roll? Am I missing?
Sorry, I forgot to roll.
Go ahead and do it twice.
Yeah. Please try that again. Yeah.
Excellent.
I've been rolling so badly for them, so I feel half better.
Good. Okay. All right. So what is going to happen is, let's see. Jane is going to, Jane and Coborth are going to move into flanking with one another on the demon.
Kill the demon. Kill the demon.
And they both are going to smite at the same time.
Oh, that's so cool. Synchronized smiting. I've heard of this.
And the demon dies.
Pantouf will owl. Arr! In victory.
Then, let's see, that was 2. Then, out of nowhere, Nimbleton, whose token was over there,
It disappeared for a while.
The dragon.
I was like, why is the dragon's mouth coming closer?
appears behind the crazy dragon lady and slips a dagger in her ribs and says, "This is how I cast counterspell," and gives it a little twist.
Right, so Nimbleton's a freak. I make a note of that in my book.
Okay,
Likes to twist the dagger.
and it's Leona's turn.
I also like to twist the dagger, but it's bigger, and also it's wavy.
Yeah, please kill her so we can stop being scared. That's a good start. It's a good start.
Oh, that's much better.
Excellent. 2 good hits. 16 and 14. 30.
And I will use my bonus action to help Elric stab her again with Mind Blade things. Ebon Steel Edge. That's what I'm calling it.
I think she's out of my reach.
No, I'm helping you do it. So if you attack, you have advantage regardless of flanking.
Yeah, I'm scared. I can't get close to attack her.
Oh.
The only reason I can
Well-
teleport is because it actually put me farther away from her.
You could attack Dad.
No. Yeah, I'll help you attack Dad. You do that, right? Yeah. Aim for the jowls. Aim for the jowls.
Okay.
I am scared.
22 will hit. Oh, 14 will not.
Yeah.
No, you're misunderstanding. I'm not telling you to attack. I'm helping you on your turn.
Yes, but he's scared they cancel.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not
But
his turn,
no,
so he's not attacking.
But it's not his turn.
So I'll help next time. Okay, I got it. It took me a second.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
There's a lot of stuff. I'm sorry.
Anything else?
Nope.
On his turn, seeing the demon double smited, what is he gonna do? He is very angry, but he's also not dumb.
Korgoth isn't like an 8th level paladin with an aura of courage by any chance, is he?
Coborth?
Yeah.
No. You do not,
Darn.
you do not feel an aura of courage coming from him.
An aura of illicit language.
Yeah.
Tea licking.
Rated R.
Okay. First, let's see if his breath weapon comes back.
There's a lot
No,
of
no,
grunting.
no, please, no, please, no. Yes.
That would be no. Okay. So he is going to attempt to free his little girl.
Daddy's little girl.
Yeah. So first he is going to bat this little elf out of the way.
I'd really like for him not to do that.
Sure.
Like if he just asked me to move, I'll just move over there. You know what I'm saying?
When the Dragon Man asks you to move, you move, you know?
He doesn't have his claw attack.
Crits!
Yep.
Pantouf ate it. Pantouf ate the claw. Nom, 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 nom.
I'll just do it by hand.
Oh.
That's what he said.
21.
Insufficient.
Okay. But he moves past you,
Over you, really.
over you. Literally just steps over you. Swipes at you with a claw on the way. Let's see. He is going to do the same to Leona and Nimbleton. Leona.
Fortunately, there are not 2, but there are 3 children of Zorn in the room.
And
Say
then
what?
Nimbleton, who will uncanny dodge to reduce the damage. But he gets knocked into the hallway. And then stepping over the daughter. Actually, no, I think he can just reach from there. Let me double check. Yes, he can. He is going to tail and bite at the druid. She is going to make some concentration.
I would like for him not to do that. I can't do anything to stop it, but I would like for him to not. I just want to be on record.
Please don't. Please, sir.
So these are 2 concentration checks. The first succeeded. The second one, 24, 12. Succeeds.
She's good.
Bloody good, bloody good.
Okay. It is Jacob's turn. He doesn't really know what to do. He's going to do this.
I'm sad that Quietly and Mort are gone.
We can resummon Mort, but unfortunately, I think Quietly's gone.
20 will not hit the big dragon.
Ugh.
Okay. Tira.
Okay. I'm not gonna put back on the bookshelf this time. I'm gonna peek around the corner. I see where Daddy's art is at. I'm also a daughter. I know how this works. I'm gonna use my last steady aim and just.
My bad. Sorry, hang on. I forgot to have the daughter go. So I will have her go after the Black Osprey.
It's gonna keep pushing it back.
Okay, so I can still go.
You can still go.
Cool. Leona's next to her. She's restrained also. I don't know if that does anything. I shoot at her a bunch of times. The first one will be a sneak attack. Then I'm gonna use my insightful fighting. See if I can't sneak in another sneak attack in there. 18. It's your roll, Dragon Lady.
18 does not hit. Oh, sorry. Deceit.
23 is the hit number.
Yeah.
Deceit is versus an 18.
Sorry. I got too many things open.
Haha. So another.
Wow, she's really good at that.
18 you said did not hit though.
18.
So that's not gonna work. It's okay. Thanks to Jacob and the ace, I still have 2 shots at her. So that's gonna be 1. And then another failure. Fuck.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna roll back against this bookshelf, who has saved my life. It's the best bookshelf that ever bookshelved.
Excellent.
The best shelf ever.
Give me some.
20s. No.
So nice, I did it twice.
Wow, you guys.
I also did it twice, but I didn't realize you were doing it twice first. But it's okay because I succeeded both times.
I also did that.
3
so one of them's
successes.
kind of drop off.
Well,
In fact-
I can drop off if you guys want. I really don't mind, but I don't think that Brian's gonna allow it.
You do have an inspiration if you feel this is the time.
You know, the last turn would have been a perfect opportunity to use that, but I forgot. So
Yeah, I did too. I didn't even remember I had mine. I was just looking at my sheet. I was like, do I have anything that makes me not fucked by this? Oh, inspiration. I think we broke Brian.
No. I was waiting to see if anybody was rerolling for inspiration.
No, I'm gonna keep my inspiration yet.
Okay. So I see 2 successes.
There was 3.
3. Yep, 3.
Yes.
Seeing the dead demon in front of him. What was that ping?
I honestly don't know. I didn't think I held the click down long enough to pin.
Okay. Seeing the dead demon in front of him, Koborth smiles. He looks from daughter to father just as Peltar re-enters the room. Gestures. The dwarf floats up into the air. He closes his eyes, holds out both arms, one with the shield and one with Scalemar, as he begins to spin faster and faster and faster. And Peltar gestures, floating him slowly towards the large dragon
Like a buzzsaw?
like a buzzsaw. You hear him start to go as he tries to maintain his equilibrium while spinning so quickly. But he starts slicing into the dragon, who reels back. That is 2 of the 3. For the third, Jane is going to give Pantouf a little pat. Lay on hands,
He really likes this lady.
and he regains 20 hit points.
Oh, damn. I mean, Tira thought she was cool, but now he thinks she's cool.
And so let's see. I'm going to move Coborth. So he is over here. And he is literally just spinning like a Cuisinart in the air, trying not to puke. And cutting into the giant dragon, who is looking pretty rough. But it is the daughter's turn.
Oh boy.
She begins to cast a spell.
I counterspell it?
Jacob is going to.
I can't do that.
Yeah, go Jacob.
He has to make a spellcasting ability check.
Go Jacob.
Please, I would like to not be chain lightninged.
Jacob is the best wizard after Peltar.
I was gonna say, did you see the thing with the little moats?
Is your list comprised of just people who are in the room at the time? And why am I always at the bottom?
Because you're new.
Bullshit.
Wizards don't hold swords. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, that's not a wizard thing to do.
I action surge. I'm a fighter.
Jacob successfully counterspells.
Jacob's the best.
She laughs, almost as if she expected this. And her skin turns black.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. What is she doing?
As
Oh,
she
no.
begins to grow.
Oh,
She's still restrained?
Breaking out of the restraints.
Fuck.
What type? Wow.
It's a very cool looking dragon though.
Yeah. What type of dragon is that? Is that black? Is it
She's
more
been
than
doing
black?
cold damage?
You can make an Arcana or a Nature check. All of you can.
My knowledge of dragon is limited.
So not a
but
religion check. In no way
maybe-
related to.
I
Fire.
have advantage on this because I have a sword
Mm-hmm.
and it talks to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How about just a perception to like see what
Mm-hmm. Perception.
falling off her?
A madness dragon.
Yeah. Elric.
Mhm.
She looks like no dragon you've seen. All of you. She looks like she perhaps once was black or red. There's shimmers of crimson underneath the oily blackness of her scales, but there is also a deep purple and a strange glow about her. Elric, it does remind you a bit of the Hollow.
Hmm.
But she seems much more alive.
Mother of Hollows.
She only listens to Evanescence.
She's more like there when she grows. Okay. That's her turn. At the You are staring at the underside of a very large, very angry dragon.
Yeah, I figure that that's not all bad though, because there's got to be something vulnerable down there.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to find something vulnerable down there.
Sorry, I can roll a wisdom save. So she takes how much?
18.
Ooh, 18.
Okay.
Nice. And she's looking pretty hurt at this point, but I can't get close enough to attack her, which is an issue. I will just come over here and strike out at. Guess it could lightning bolt again. Oh, well, lightning bolt again. Oh, they're gonna save though. No, I'm gonna just attack Daddy.
Okay.
You have the help, right, for your first one?
Yeah, I got into flanking position anyway, so it's just rolling normally. Kutha. Probably nope.
That will miss. That will hit.
I did it.
As you are getting covered with dragon gore and blood by the whirling dwarf floating above you.
All right. As a bonus action, I will end my turn.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
1, 2.
Rah! He deals 7 damage. Because he's the best boy. Then he's going to give a lick to the sweet lady that made him feel better. He's gonna run. He's gonna jump over the stable. And he's gonna land on this side here. I think he can make that.
Sure.
I think it's not too far. Yeah, he's still got plenty of movement left. And he's gonna try to bite the tail of this new dragon lady who looks weird. But maybe she's weaker than the other one. Because he was having a hard time with the other one. So he's gonna bite it. Rah! Meh. He tries very hard, and that gives him points. And he's also gonna growl a whole lot. But that's his turn.
Okay. At the end of his turn, what is that wisdom save for? Oh, the fear. Yeah. Dad is going to make a tail attack. 1 is Elric. 2 is Coborth. I will check.
He whips his tail back and forth.
And then the daughter will also make a tail attack. Nope, she's going to use 2 legendary actions. I need everyone within 15 feet of her.
Ooh.
So not Elric. To make a dexterity saving throw.
Did you say everyone who's not Elric?
Yes.
I've done it.
Yee.
Poor Pantoufle's disadvantage. It's probably gonna hurt a bit. He's done just about as good as Tira did. So there's that.
So anyone who rolled less than 18
Shit.
will take plus 13 points of bludgeoning damage. as you see what looks like space fold around her. And she moves and reappears over here.
I'm guessing that's not provoking an opportunity attack.
It does not. All right. What was that con save? Oh, con save.
It's my.
Okay. All right. And it is Peric's turn. Peric?
I've been speaking into a mic without pressing the button. So that changes things at the last second. She just teleported, so it's not like a wall of fire is going to do that much to her. I'm just going to cast Aid.
Okay.
Let's do this at a 4th level. It's going to be 15 hit points for myself. Who else really needs it? Leona and Pantouf? Jacob? Who looks worse?
Leona looks worse.
Well, no, me and Leona, and then who looks worse out of Pantouf and Jacob?
Well, Pantouf can heal a little bit every turn, so that helps him a whole lot.
And I honestly, I'd rather keep the player who's not here alive. It'd be sad if, you know. So us 3 will each get 15 hit points.
Ooh. Yeah, I kind of started this fight with under half, so I'm happy to be above.
Fool.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, I will move my spiritual weapon over and make a weapon attack against the person who's... Oh, shit.
What? Mm-hmm.
Do I get act? Cool. All right.
Hang on.
8. Come on, come on, come on.
8.
8's pretty good.
You have to make a melee attack against a random creature within your reach.
Damn it.
Does a
Okay, everyone
corpse
take
count?
that.
Well, it's me and the dragon.
So rather than... I don't think I'm close enough to the dragon. Well, no, if it's a square, then yeah, I would be close enough.
1 is Leona.
Well, that's okay.
1 is Leona, 2 is the dragon.
Oh, it's random? Okay. Well, so go ahead and take that off, as well as any damage I might be able to do against you. Luckily, I'm at disadvantage.
And my AC is 25.
Okay.
That's my turn, I guess, right? Because I can't use my bonus action.
Let's see. Yeah, you can use your bonus action.
Okay, then I will go ahead and attack the other guy, or the girl.
Okay. That will
Let me roll again because it's a disadvantage.
I take it she's not hidden by the bookcases. Hmm.
12 does not hit.
Yeah. Well, good luck, everyone else.
Speaking of,
It's everyone else's turn.
I did it.
Ah, sorry, guys.
Hmm.
one more.
You want to roll and get in?
I want to try again. Let me try again. I want to, Unify the team. Fuck!
I didn't want to say anything, but I don't think we should let her try again.
Okay. Let's see. Valisneria conjures is going to use that crit to conjure a moonbeam over Silhouette, burning her. You see bits of bone start to appear. The wings, the webbing between the wings starts to burn, and the dragon screeches. She looks very, very hurt. Then, with the other two, Peltar and Koborth are going to continue, and Koborth manages to maintain his control of his gustatory functions. As he continues to spin, and Peltar increases the speed. And you hear Koborth muttering a stream of obscenities, but they all go by too quickly as he's spinning. As he is nearly burrowing into the creature.
It's probably the same sound that a dog makes when you spray the hose at it and it tries to eat the stream.
Something like that. All right. It is Leona's turn.
As unlikely as it might be, she's going to try and kill him once and for all.
So,
Go, Leona!
I am trying so hard to steal your kill, just so you know.
I want you to describe what you're doing for me.
I was just going to make it. Do you mean mechanically, or do you want me to flavor the attacks? Since I was just going to attack him twice.
If you flavor it well, you can have advantage.
You know, I didn't have anything prepared for this. So I instead of wasting people's time and trying to come up with something, I am just going to roll the things. I will have something prepared next turn for when he is inevitably not dead. Boop. I will turn the second one into a feint, though, and attack again with advantage.
Okay.
And the first one might hit because I am flanking.
You are flanking. The first one does hit, and the final one will hit as well.
Ganondorf him in the head. Just jump and bury your sword in his cranium.
So I was thinking. Oh, I have it now.
Its scales are too thick from the outside.
Yeah, you gotta stab it in the throat.
Gotta get in there.
Jump and tear it down like a sail and a dagger. Yeah.
I wish I had my breath weapon back.
I bet you do.
I'm glad that you don't. I'm not gonna lie, Brian.
Okay. He is going to use his frightful presence. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm already scared, though. Come on.
I think I am immune to this effect.
I wish I was, but I don't have anything that says that I am. So I'm just gonna have to roll and hope for a crit. Now's the time for a crit.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
not a crit.
I miss it by so little. I have nothing on my sheet to make it less or more.
Bantu, way to go, puppy.
Yeah, you do not have.
Yeah, I was double checking. I don't.
Okay. Let's see. Peric.
Oh, I did poorly.
So. Oh, I need to do Jacob. Jacob ain't afraid of nothing.
Jacob is so brave.
Okay. Let's see. Tira, Pantouf, and Leona are all frightened. Eric, 21 was the magic number. At the end of each of your turns, you can attempt to make another wisdom saving throw. That was part of his turn. He is now going to make some attacks. He is going to attack Leona, who has the hateful sword, with a bite. Does a 32 hit?
Yep. He bypasses resistances, right?
To fire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. How do you have fire resistance?
Oh no!
If you go on the magic item things, it's the 6 from the top. The 7th item.
Then he will turn around. He's going to whip his tail at Koborth. That will hit and knock Koborth away. Then he gets 2 claws. The first one is going to Elric. 19.
Mm-mm.
Okay, the second one is going to Peric.
Yeah, that hits no matter what I do.
Okay,
Oh no!
that's not as bad. 11 damage.
Still okay.
All right, I'm down to 8 points.
Not great.
That's his turn.
Jacob,
Uh,
I'm still aced, right? You didn't lose
he has
concentration.
not lost concentration.
Jacob is on fire tonight.
Literally.
Occasionally, literally, yeah.
It's a shame Larry isn't here to see it. Or, to do it.
He is going to...
It's just such a good summon greater demon time.
He doesn't have
Stick
that.
for me.
It's a
for me,
necromancer.
I almost took it. We just hadn't had a rest, and I was going to swap it out. So sad.
Okay. He's not going to do that. Sorry. I'm not familiar with his spells.
You mean you don't know all our character sheets by heart, Brian?
I really don't. Yeah, I know what he's going to do now. He is going to point at the big guy. Give him one
Stop.
of these.
Stark?
Yeah. Okay. Save DC is only 15. Okay. So he has a plus 15.
Well, if you roll a 4, you roll a 4.
Okay. That's Jacob's turn. He's going to maintain concentration. He has a lot of stuff he could do if he could concentrate on it, but he doesn't want to.
It's okay. I have an idea. I may just steal all the kills. Be prepared. I'm going to use my 2 actions, both my aced and my regular actions, because I'm a little scared, but it's all right. I suppose it's not technically getting closer, stepping onto my bookshelf again. I really like it. It gives me a view of the room. Also, it will look better when I do my thing. But I'm gonna use both my actions, put both ends up onto my elm, and I'm gonna drag 2 diamonds and point one at each dragon, and we'll cast Prismatic Spray twice.
Nice. Okay.
So, how does that go? It is,
Well,
Okay.
it's overpowered.
So
And that's what I like about it.
Roll a d8 First
Okay.
for the big dragon.
I mean, we're not looking great right now, you guys. I don't know if you've noticed,
They aren't looking great either.
which is why I'm doing this.
I'm doing great.
Excellent.
Good for you.
So a violet beam of energy coruscates out of the diamond, striking at the large dragon. It is going to make a save. Do you remember the save DC for the helmet?
18. He's probably gonna make it.
This is
I was hoping for one of the boom boom beams, but you know.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nothing. On a fail, unsuccessful, no blindness, nothing happens. That's fantastic.
Mhm.
It's exactly what I was looking for. Let me try it again on the lesser dragon. Maybe I can get to kill 1. Haha, 4. Which is the poison damage. Hmm?
She will make a Dex save.
Oh,
It
It
hits.
fails. That's
Okay.
the full 10d6.
Mhm.
wow. You're so cool.
I gotta impress
Holy
my
shit.
people.
36, huh? You know how many hit points she had left?
How many?
36.
Haha! Pew! I
As-
pew.
As you point the diamond at her, the first violet beam failing to strike her father, she looks at you expecting the same. You point the diamond, a green, sickly beam shoots forward, striking her square in the chest, and a look of surprise crosses her draconic face as the veins of green absorb into her, almost the way you saw her absorb the psychic blade from Elric. And then she seems to realize that this is too much. She's not prepared for this sort of magic. And the green starts to overwhelm, extending all along her body until it bursts from her and she crumples as a husk to the ground. The large dragon, her father, bellows, enraged. You have triggered his enrage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide behind my favorite bookshelf, which is my best friend at the moment. I make myself very tiny. And also, I'm glad that it probably looked cool because I have some people that I wanted to look cool too, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Speaking of people I want to look cool too.
Is it me? I'm unconscious. I can't look.
I didn't do it.
I did.
3. We need one more.
You want to try that
Tony, I
again?
believe in you.
Oh yeah, we did it! 1 round, everybody does something.
As he screams out, "Daughter," and you see him instantly recover his incredible breath weapon, this insane heat, knowing now that Koborth is out of position, that Peltar has expended this magic that protected you all. You are unsure what to do, thinking this is perhaps the end. He inhales. The room, all moisture leaves. You feel this immense heat begin to build. And then Valisneria, the druid, steps forward and transforms into a being of pure water and ice, and leaps into his mouth just as he is exhaling, and a burst of steam explodes in his head as he dies.
They're so cool, you guys.
The steam coalesces into a being of water Neria.
Well, I didn't think that. We did it!
They,
Also, somebody should attend to Leona.
Valisneria, landing next to Leona, matches.
Sorry
Perrick.
if you were going to do something.
Nope. Matt leans down, touches her right next to Perrick, places her hand next to Perrick's, and the two of you together heal Leona. She gives an additional 16 as well. The rest of the Black Osprey looking around, almost in shock, in disbelief. Peltar staggers over after letting Koborth slowly, gently come to a halt and setting him down on the ground. He walks in circles for a bit and then pukes quietly in a corner. She collapses into a chair. In a moment, he comes over and joins, and out of nowhere produces a mug of ale and starts to drink, claiming he needs to get the taste out of his mouth.
He doesn't happen to have an extra one of that, does he?
He, like a street magician producing a card out of thin air, makes a flourish with his hand and is instantly holding another mug of cold ale and hands it to you.
I will accept gracefully with a bow. Chuck down that whole lot because goddamn, and then give scritches to my boy because he's a good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Nimbleton comes into the room.
It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. It's still a 1. Apparently, I rolled 3 ones in a row.
Pantouf comes over to Jane and puts his head down for her to pet.
You betrayed me, my companion. Look at you. I drink my ale sullenly.
I sit next to Leona, pull out a flask, and take a little sip, and say, "I apologize. I don't think my friends were all that friendly."
We could have told you that. I think we did, actually.
Yeah. You know, it's weird when you're in the moment. You know that they cast a spell on you, but you just don't care.
I go into the corner and I berate my cat for being completely useless.
Poor kitty.
It survived.
It made it.
But at what cost, Brian?
I forgot that you hate your cat.
Jacob approaches the center of the room and he looks around and he goes, "So, are we okay?"
Are we cool?
And Peltar sort of gestures to the empty chair across the table from her. And she says, "Do you know what you have?" And he says, "It's called the Libra Evonis. It's a book of magic." She says, "It's not just that. We should talk, but I'm not going to fight you now. I'm too tired." And you see she is exhausted. More than just having used spells.
Well, that was some impressive magic. And fighting from all of you, really. Not that I expected any less, of course. You guys are pretty cool.
Sitting in his chair, leaning back, and it puts both feet up on the table and says, "That we are. So are you."
I was waiting for that patiently. I will light up when he does say that we're pretty cool too. Yeah, that was some good fight. You seem to be expecting some of them though, or did I misread that?
Valisneria will nod and say, "Yes, we convinced them there was something here for them that they were looking for. and led them here to fight them. It's the first time we've been able to get them off of their home ground.
Do you know what the names were?
Of course. And Peltar will say, the large one was Meridathros. It's draconic for primal dread of fire.
How literal.
The other one, his daughter, Ver Authral. She's the secret of the void. The demon we've only heard of before. We hadn't encountered her. Apparently, Silhouette had bound her to her service. Hasna Azha.
Oh, she had a bunch of cool swords and stuff too, right? Did they all poof with her?
There's a corpse.
I loot the corpse.
And what is the current date?
I will check the dragon corpses, but I assume that they don't have anything.
Make an investigation check. They will give you the current date, and it is a little over 500 years before your present.
I make a plaque on this wall using my artisan's blessing.
Mm-hmm.
It is a gravestone for the 2 dragons who just died here.
Also, you notice that Scalemar has gained 2 new gems.
I expected one for the red dragon, but what does the other gem look like?
It is black, and there are little motes of purple in it. And when you look, the motes seem to move.
Does it hurt? Does he like it?
Nah.
I've never had this one before. It's interesting. It kind of tickles. It's cold.
Now, I'm curious. I'm not too read up on my history books. I remember you, Miss, and I kind of nod toward point Dare. And I vaguely recall a couple of you. Don't know who you are, pointing toward the purple-haired wizard. And I see you to be missing your wizard fella. Anyway, I don't remember.
Closes her eyes and glares at Jane.
Okay. Now, I don't remember a tale of you defeating a dragon or 2. Anybody else?
I don't actually recall any mentions of Peltar being a woman.
Make a history check. Peric.
Can anybody try or just Parrot?
Just Peric.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't remember any tale. But I especially don't remember a tale of me killing no dragon. I mean, I didn't. I kind of panicked there at the end. I'm just saying, it's kind of confusing. Did we change history, or did
You don't remember any tale.
Yeah, no, I'm speaking out loud. Yeah. Did we change history?
The rest of you
Probably.
are unsure.
I don't know.
Huh. Well, I hope it's for the better.
Well, we killed 2 dragons and a demon. I failed to see how that could be for the worse.
Oh, certainly. Hopefully that dragon didn't kill any, future warlord when he was a kid, yada, yada, yada. I'm just saying, they always talk about, time travel, dangers of it, stepping on butterflies.
You read the weirdest books sometimes.
It's a passion of mine.
Do I feel like the demon could return at any point? Do any of you know if this demon could return at any point? She did some mention of some vague threats to friends of mine. I would rather she was not able to do that.
So, Elric, as you are searching, the swords are simply very well crafted. They are not anything in particular. The only thing about them was that there were so many. But as you are searching, you find around, sort of on a light filigree silver chain around her neck, what seems to be a small silver dragon scale.
Okay. I will pick it up, take it, identify it in case it's magic, and otherwise show it to the group.
Okay. It does not seem to be magic.
Now, do I know a silver-ish dragon in my timeline?
No.
Okay.
But we do. I'll take a look closer. I probably can't identify whose dragon it was just by the scales. Do you mind if I hold on to this? I know of the
It
dragon.
has no meaning to me, no. Yeah.
Thank you. Put it in my pocket for a later time.
All right. Well, Leona, you think there's going to be anything useful to harvest off these 2 dragons here? Maybe turn
Literally
them into
the whole thing.
something special? Well, I don't know. That one's kind of made of lava. That one's kind of made of space. Fingers
It's pretty
crossed, right?
colored, though.
Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to leave it.
What?
We don't really have time to stay and for you to craft for hours.
That's okay.
We work pretty fast, but why don't we have time?
I think it would be better to give it to
Exactly.
the
as much
Black
time as
Osprey
we-
here.
Peltar says, if you are from the future, then we'll just leave whatever we make for you when we're done. How's that?
That's what I assumed.
And she
There you
turns
go.
Besides.
to Valisneria and says, this will not to still be alive in a few hundred years.
Wait, I don't know where she is. Where do you plan on retiring in a couple hundred years?
Even if they don't have plans to live that long, they can bury it here on this treasure map.
Oh.
And I gesture to Tira.
Huh.
I'll take out the map. Our treasure map.
And Peltar takes one look at it, says, good.
I'll like nod to Leona. Smart.
On that note, a few hundred years from now, why is it that Peltar is always referred to as a man?
I look at Jane.
Peltar sort of frowns and she says, Jane and Nimbleton own a little publishing industry. They sell silver novels of our exploits. Jane is convinced no one would believe a woman could be a wizard. So they always simply refer to the wizard as Peltar. It is my last name, but... And she just sighs.
No.
I've always
just
heard
give
that
the-
Nimbleton was a servant, and that's
I give the other
obviously
two a
not true.
disapproving look.
Yeah, I turn to Captain Dare and say, now, young lady, listen here. My wife taught me anything is women can be anything.
She looks at you and she says, maybe in 500 years.
Not everywhere.
Oof. I'm sorry, aren't you? I'm in my old age and kind of losing my sight a little bit, but I do believe you're a woman. You're the leader of this expeditionist group, and yet you are going to change her legacy for 500, possibly forever,
It's not as if
painting
she-
her as a man.
It's not as if she actually cares.
Legacies are important, young woman.
That is true.
And you're not necessarily ruining hers, but you are doing her a disservice. Your friend.
She turns to Peltar and she says, Andrea, dear, what is your legacy? And Peltar raises a hand, and 4 books appear floating around her that look very similar to Jacob's book. And Jacob this time turns white and steps back. He says, what are those?
What are those?
Books.
She says,
Oh, shit.
"These are my legacy."
Is there one that is exactly like the Library of Onus?
Make
Is
a
each
perception.
one is each one gonna be a different school of magic? Because that would be pretty badass. Sorry. Excuse my language.
I'm very tired. It
What
would
you can
really.
see, they're all different from one another, but none of them look like Jacob's. She looks at Peric and she says, "Not in the way you think. You, I assume, being from the future, have heard of Jane's Little Island. Yes?
Nope.
Well, yes.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Jane's Little Island. I heard something else. Never mind.
Right. Well, you know that there were once 5 different civilizations there, yes?
I struggle to
That one
recall
I
the
can
Estery
calmly say no.
lessons.
You've seen the floaty tombs.
Yes.
The elves' tombs?
Yes, the void elves. Good.
Void elves.
Mm-hmm.
How many breeds of
And
elves
she's
are
a
there?
void dragon.
Huh. Funny.
Hmm.
Oh, that works.
She says, "Yes. Well, they were but one of 5 successive civilizations that used to span the entire world. Over time, each civilization collapsed and was replaced by another. We are currently in the 8th age of the world, but those first 5 discovered magics. They treated them differently than we do now. We know 8 schools of magic. They had a different way of looking at things, a more unified way. They didn't view magic as evocation or necromancy or divination. It didn't work like that for them." And she gestures to the books that are literally floating behind her now, flipping their own pages, and she gestures to Jacob, and the Libra Ivonus floats out as well, just around him. It doesn't approach her. She says, "These 5 are from those civilizations. Not one from each, but they're a compilation, as it were. They didn't think of magic as separate schools as we do, but as separate elements, the 5 elements. Do you know which 5 elements I refer?" She looks specifically at Jacob and at Elric, the wizards.
Nerds.
Do I know which 5 elements she refers?
Make an Arcana check. It's a very difficult one. Jacob will too.
I would name the Captain Planets.
I was going to say,
Heart.
heart is the favorite.
Jacob says, "Well, there are lots of elements. There's fire and ice and thunder and she shakes her head and she says, 'No, that's what our civilization thinks. Theirs was totally different. To them, the elements were matter, energy, thought, motion, and life.'"
Reality. You see where I'm going. Time.
Matter, energy, life.
Space.
Tony, you're confusing me. Matter, energy. Notes. Haha.
And she points to the 4 books around her and she says, "Matter, energy, thought, motion."
Does she look like if I tried to take a peek into one of those books that she would stab me in the heart?
No.
She would lightning bolt you in the heart.
Make an insight check.
she would encourage the prosperous knowledge to be carried through the ages.
She doesn't look like she would stop you. She probably doesn't believe you would get much out of it.
Damn, that's not better.
It's more of it's taken her years of study. A quick glance or two is probably not going to do a lot. And then she points at Jacob's book and she says, life. But what have you done with it?
Is best.
Jim, you can't.
She'll nod a little bit and she'll say yes. Probably. Because of the way we learn magic nowadays, when one of us approaches this sort of magic, we bring our preconceptions with us. Jacob thought the book was evil, so he only learned the death parts. Just as every one of these elements exists, it has a state in which it doesn't exist. And that is both sides of the magic.
So we could use it to bring life.
I don't know. She looks at Jacob and she says, it's possible, but it's also possible that you are stuck in your ways of thinking and can only use it in the way in which you've been using it.
Well, I think it's worth some thought to put a plan in motion so our life might better itself through any matter necessary, as long as he has the energy.
Smart ass.
Coborth snorts ale through his nose, down his beard, and kicks off the table, laughing. He stands up and he gets out what looks almost like a medical bag, but it's too big, and he says, did someone say something about harvesting some fucking dragons?
I've been waiting to do something fun all day.
Varsir and
Yes.
Andrea, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said that there were a civilization of void elves. I know that you dislike the discussion of things from my timeline, but I have made agreement to learn more of the witch light.
They both turn and look at you. Not the same way, with the same stark fear that Peltar originally had, but with just concern.
And as I understand it, there is something between the creatures that are hollow in my timeline, and perhaps that creature, that husk in the corner there. And I'll gesture to the daughter Dargo.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps this race of elves that preceded us.
They look to each other. I want you to make a persuasion check. They look like they're on the verge of telling you something, but they don't know if they should. It's not a hard check. Don't screw it up.
I have a -1.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you.
No, that's good. So Valisneria says one of the civilizations, we aren't sure which one, locked it away. But in our time, those locks are failing. That is what Meridathros was after.
But he's gone now, so it should be okay, right?
The locks are still failing. We still need to strengthen them. Baltar nods and she says, I believe that we can close the door on Witchlight again for a time, but not forever. We
And the
don't-
witch light is this negative energy from the void.
She shakes her head. She says, no. It is a creature. A creature of incomprehensible power. Meridathros heard of a way to control it. I led him to believe that there was a key here to that control.
What does this thing have against halflings?
That I don't know.
I still believe that they're hunting those that have the ability to change the fates of certain outcomes, like our friend upstairs.
They look confused.
Actually, wouldn't it be someone else right now upstairs?
Well, yes,
There's no way
not
to say
currently.
so.
Where
Oh.
we come from, there is.
Interesting. So they found it. You found it. This is
On
Baltar.
what?
Found what precisely?
It's a necklace, a gemmed necklace. It's called the Sortus Lavalier.
And I have seen that what's his name wears
Uh,
Piper's old necklace, right?
yes. Although
And
you wouldn't know it's
I don't know its significance, but I know he wears a necklace.
Mhm.
Right. That's all I'll say. And yes, the friend does wear a necklace and amulet of sorts.
It's been lost for millennia. But it is the key to this place. This place was built by one of those past civilizations. We're not sure which. Perhaps more than one in concert.
So, this gem is the key to this place. But what is the key to keeping the witch light locked away?
Yes, how do we strengthen the locks?
I'm not certain yet.
Well, if you do find out, do leave a note for us.
She sort of elbows Valisneria and says, would you be my note? Valisneria nods and laughs.
Valisneria, if you would like to take this,
What do
I
you-
give her one of the Gemini blades.
Oh, while you're at it, that scabbard. Can you find a way to let us know where that is, too?
Which scabbard?
Skelamars.
Koborth looks down at the intricately worked scabbard and he says, this thing will be buried with me.
All right, well, fine.
Although I'm not in any hurry for that.
Brian, is Koborth a silver heel dwarf?
He is not.
He is not. Okay.
I have in my notes that the Archdraria would know about the plague. I don't
Yeah.
remember where I got this info.
You got it from your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she's going to leave notes on that for us because she
Okay.
doesn't want to know too much about the future, and so vice versa.
Excellent. I just wanted to make sure that we had mentioned it.
And I gave her one of the Gemini blades so we can use the other one to find her in our time.
That is very smart. You're not a
Where did
wizard,
we
but you're
find-
freaking smart.
The second Gemini blade, by the way.
A long time ago. I've had
Where?
both of them for a
Yeah,
while.
I know where we found the first one. It was in the caves with those intelligent ooze. Where did we find the second one?
With the
Oh yes.
The first one was on some of the iron manacle slavers,
Hmm.
people traders.
The
Are we
badman.
forgetting anything to ask these guys?
Well, they
Oh,
might
wait,
know what they might know where what we're looking for is, so that we can go back to go back. We have to go back to go to the future. It's back to the future.
You explain the issue to them, and Peltar asked to see the note that you found that was half burned.
1955, 78.
Yeah, and she looks at it and she says, "That's my handwriting, but I haven't written it yet." She
Well,
says, "The answer should be here somewhere," and she does nearly the same thing you saw Silhouette do. She disappears and reappears by each of the bookshelves simultaneously, sorting through all of them very quickly, and then reappears back in her seat holding one book. If you glance in the book, you see that it is simply full of numbers and formulas. And it is incredibly complicated, and she's going through it. And you saw her glance at the map and instantly memorize it. This she's going through kind of slow. And the other members of the Osprey kind of give each other glances as well. Like, normally she like speed reads through things. So this seems to be very complex. After maybe about 20 or 30 minutes with this one book, she says, I think I have it. This is quite complicated.
Yes, that's why I brought it to the teacher.
So, what you need is 74, 36, 98, 22, 49, 66.
66. But that doesn't.
No.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
The number you gave me was for us to get here from our own time.
Uh-huh.
And the numbers you used to get here from the future, I was able to use all of those and the formulas in this book to calculate the numbers you need to return.
Then, what about these numbers? And I'll bring back the treasure map that we showed her and point to the numbers at the top. Do you know what they mean? When they would bring us?
Those are the numbers that they gave us to come here.
Yes.
Oh,
They match exactly the numbers you used to come to this time.
I forgot. I don't say that.
I say something cool instead.
I say something
Everybody
cool.
laughs.
Be cool, be cool.
I like your hair.
Oh, hey, Brian. Was there anything in the histories about Korberth being a paladin or cleric or anything of Zorn? Like, what's his relation to it as far as the histories are concerned?
He was a warrior. He was always considered a warrior and a general. And stories get exaggerated. It's very possible and totally believable if he was a paladin. But he was never seen as any kind of ministering priest.
Yeah, I just was wondering, like, again, if there was anything about him being a champion of Zorn or anything along those lines.
Nope.
But nope, okay.
Nope. Everything was general and warrior.
Okay,
and
never
more
mind.
like master strategist.
Sure.
Yep.
I remembered something that I want to ask Valusneria. You seem to be familiar with this quiver. The combo that you suggested was actually quite good. Do you know the others? I've been trying to piece it out, but honestly, the spur of the moment, it's not always optimal.
Yes, I do know that quiver very well. It was made by my people. It's called Meldis, yes?
Yes.
You're missing the matching bow, Faradil.
Any idea what that is?
No.
It's too bad.
But they were made together to slay dragons. If you match perhaps the metallic string to that metallic dragon's breath weapon, special effects can happen.
So no cheat sheet. Okay, that's fine. I will keep trying then. I haven't met that many dragons, but I suppose a bit of study might yield some results.
She nods and she says, perhaps I will find word of where Faradil is, but Meldus was thought lost very long ago as well.
It's a fun story, actually. There was a tomb. I'm gonna get into a cool story about our cool adventures and how cool we are, and our ventures into the old, forgotten Elven tomb that we went
Also,
and
half
almost
of us
died in.
were different people.
Yes, lots of people
Not
that weren't
dead.
there, but I was there. I'm pretty cool.
They all listen, and both Coborth and Nimbleton seem very appreciative of a good story. And Valisneria listens politely, and she likes to hear about elves of all sorts, as it seems these people were.
Actually, I'm the only one who was there. Sorry, guys. I wanted to make you look good, but you weren't there.
And that is where we're going to call it for tonight. What we're going to do is there's not much left to do here other than travel back. So in downtime, if any of you have anything else you'd like to talk to this group about or to Ulrich about, we will start a post and feel free to ask. And then next session, we'll have you arriving when Ulrich delivers you back to your time.
We're officially gonna actually return for reals. Also, I can't believe we killed 2 dragons
That's
and a demon.
Yeah, thank goodness we had a team of great heroes with us, because we would have been screwed.
No kidding. Breath weapon of 105.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That would have been very unfortunate if Peric died by fire breath.
Well,
Theater.
you know, we did it. We got him.
We got him.
And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that was close. Very close. And
I
super
didn't
excited.
take any damage.
I took just a little bit of damage, but I was still very worried because he would have probably just fire blasted us all to hell again.
I tanked like a tank does.
I was ready to be a badass. I did other things instead. What spell was Snaggy McSnakester casting?
They were both casting plane shift to get everybody the fuck out.
Oh, they wanted to run away.
I'm glad they did not.
Yeah. Probably got
Although-
a ton of XP doing this.
Well,
Sorry
no,
for killing your, recurring villain.
that's the whole thing to consider, though, because presumably we have altered the timeline.
Possibly.
Yeah, Brian, I'm going to ask you, how do I complete my deal with Dissipator now that the silhouette is dead?
Who knows?
Go stab the corpse, see if that counts.
Well, I have to do it with a sword that I haven't made yet.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my point. Like, the lava dragon didn't exist, or let me rephrase that. He emerged, like he had been unseen for centuries or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What if they're not dead?
They seem pretty dead.
Yeah, but that's not stopped a lot of creatures
What
before.
if that was a different dragon?
Who knows?
Perhaps maybe that was the mama dragon. We've seen daddy and we've seen the daughter.
Marithax, whatever his name. That's a family name, a surname.
Who knows?
Maybe they were twins and they shared the same name. All conspiracies. I'm just gonna make a
There
thread
was once one
of
egg,
all the
and there were two
possibilities.
eggs.
What Who was it that that brought back the Dargon?
It was from the Bleak Theater, I think. The people that were there, I have names. They're in my notes somewhere.
So, the Bleak Theater resurrects this dragon. In theory, maybe they're the ones that are ushering in the Witchlight.
That's quite
You think they're
possible.
working with Demon Hold?
I think it's possible.
I think it's exactly what's going on. Lots of demons, lots of holding.
See, the thing about writing in a notebook is that it looks very nice, but you can't control F the shit out of it.
I could not exist without Control F.
But it looks so nice on my shelf. This notebook is real pretty too. It's got stars and planets, and it's blue and gold. It's really nice.
I believe it, but I cannot function. There was a PAX Acquisitions Incorporated this weekend. I wouldn't even have known without Control F. And I checked. I was like, oh man, I'm on my phone. How do I find? Oh, I had to go to my computer and then I found it real quick.
I have names of dragons, but they might be unrelated. I also take very good notes.
So what are you looking for?
The name of the person from the Bleak Theater who is really bad. Aha! Bagamaya?
Bagamaya.
Haha!
So Bagamaya.
She might not be the name I'm looking for.
Just a second. Pulling up my notes.
You guys remember the human cosplayer? He was so cool.
Yeah.
So I believe Bagamaya is what you call it, the cat.
The Rakshasa.
Jazz hands.
Well, he's dead now. Well,
Well-
not now, but he's not dead currently, but he is dead presently.
Wasn't there two though? I thought this name was something else.
We had to kill him twice.
Well, he's also alive in this timeline.
Mm.
But now, so he's not dead currently, but he is dead present. It's difficult to explain. Time travel is hard.
Bagamaya is the Rakshasa and Scythia is the Medusa.
Aha, Scythia was the other name I was looking for.
So Scythia is part of the Black Theater, and they bring back a dragon that just very coincidentally happens to want to usher in the void to control it, the Witchlight,
Sounds about right.
which is fully released in Elric's timeline. Presumably, this also comes with the plague and the extinction of all halflings.
Man, things are complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. But we're gonna make it through. We're gonna solve all these problems. Be big damn heroes. Just save the day.
That's what I like.
Go
to
team.
hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in us. Or, I'll just find other companions.